How are we doing? House things? Essex Tea coming at you. Essex Tea in hand. The finest tea. The treasure of all teas. Get some in ya. Get some in ya. First thing in the morning. Definitely improves your mood. It really does. It is what, as we described, what a cup of tea is. Warmth and comfort in a cup or a mug. And the first sip is always the best. Right, let's put that tea down because it is piping hot. It is. We've also got to sort out the camera slightly. It's been knocked. It's been knocked. My favourite mug of mud. Indeed. Indeed. How you doing, buddy? I'm just going to knock this camera slightly. I think the dog's knocked it. Just pulling myself over. Like magic. Move to one side of the screen to the other. And then, how's things? Ordered more yesterday. Awesome stuff, buddy. Awesome. Awesome indeed. Got to keep it topped up. Have you committed to the huge bag? Honestly, still going on that. Although we are near the bottom of it, actually. We're right sort of like at the bottom of the pillar bag now. That's what we call it, the pillar bag. And sort of, obviously want another one, but maybe in boxes, not that much. Send him a little bit less next time. I don't know. I'm game for anything, but yeah, that's a huge, like having a pillow. Exactly. You don't know where to store it. We don't know where to store it. We still don't know where to store it. We've sort of got it in a cupboard and just filling a sort of box and leaving a box out of the side of tea. And then it gets refilled. But we are getting close to the end now of the box, if you like. Right, let's get the game screen on. More bus. I've got to crack on with this. I really have. I'm not getting much game time of late recently. And when I do, I seem to curl up with the missus and play Crimson Desert. So, and not so much this. And I don't blame the missus really for not sort of being a huge bus fan. Is what it is. Just moving the game, the camera on this as well because it's slightly off. Because my partner in crime, if you like, my lovely cocker spaniel, has knocked my camera. Yes, you have. You've knocked my camera and then jumped up on the sofa, and nothing ever happened in it. Nothing ever happened. She's next to me, and she's decided that she's probably going to go sleep in a minute after she's finished giving my sort of hands and arms a little bit of a lick. Right, let's get the Twitch screen back on. Get some bus. Get some bus. Oh, I need to refresh that. Like a little ghost symbols come up on my screen. It's like, no, something went wrong. Something went wrong. Also, there's another game that I need to get back into. I just seen someone's playing Diablo 4, and I'm thinking it's another bloody game that I really, really should get back into and have a little look as well. Too many games, not enough time. Really isn't. Modern gaming problems, if you like, first world problems. Well, we're still all here, aren't we? Trump hasn't nuked the world yet. So we're still here. Don't mention more games. I know. Tell me about it. Right, load game. Any more new patches? Not yet, I don't believe. Load game. Berlin 1. Loading. Away we go. Away we go with some more bus. Provided a friendly face and a friendly voice first thing in the morning. I saw at 2 a.m. that Taco had chickened out again. I fucking hope so. He chickened out. That was literally nukes. Flexing the nukes, wasn't it? That's what he was doing. Right, we'll open the doors. We'll switch everything on. Just absolutely hammering it down. The screw riders on, put the parking brake off. Cool. I think we can shut the doors if we're moving. If I remember rightly, that's arrival. I can't remember if we're here. Hang on. We need to fast forward time, do we not? No. I think we need to. Why doesn't it let me fast forward time? I don't know where I need to be. This is not a good place to leave it, Dave. I'd say it was all stock market manipulation, but I don't think he's that smart there. He could be right. Right, have we got to go around the corner? Red line is follow the red line, maybe. I don't usually follow the red line, but we'll follow the red line just in case. Whichever way, we're still early. I see, so it wants me to go park over there. Either way, we're early, so it doesn't really matter. Once we park up. As long as it hasn't horribly gone wrong. Apparently he's claimed credit for killing it, so we've been like, oh, I think fucking hell. Is it the royal we, is it? Or is it I? Right, so park up here. Right, get the right line on. I'm going to move from here, I think. Let's say park here now. This is not boding well. Oh, we can fast forward time now. We'll go to our first stop for 1859. Hopefully the green line's going to come up. It's long before his first president, that's for sure. Very much so. Ah, the green line. It's always a good sign when the green lines come up. The time that the green lines didn't come up, it didn't count. My whole route never counted. Open the doors. Anyone that wants it. We are away. No one's here. You're probably right. It probably was to manipulate markets or whatever. But the thing is, you put the whole world on notice, don't you? It doesn't. Help, does it? It doesn't ease tensions. Just say Moscow were looking at their nukes, ready for doing Ukraine as well. It's not good, is it? Not good. I had a tutorial mission on Crimson Desert yesterday. It showed me how to make pets from cats and pets from dogs and cats. How did you? You finally got round to that mission, did you? Long before you actually did it, yeah? You've already done it. Ages ago. Yeah, I had a mission about the archery contest yesterday. That comes in as well. I did manage to get a little bit of time on that yesterday, but not a lot of game time for anything else, that's the thing. At least what happens when you get a huge game that sort of sucks you in, you don't have time for anything else. Also, when a game that's got controls that Crimson Desert has got, you're frightened to forget them as well. You're frightened to sort of play something else, a little complex sort of thing, because you might forget the controls of another game. But at least I am, anyway. There's a mission for that too. I'm undisputed champion of archery. Yeah, there's a mission for that. A little bit later on in the game. It's actually a main mission as well, so actually go through the chapters, that's part of the main mission. You have to go do that. But you don't have to win sort of all three consecutive. Same as the fist fights in the main mission. There's a fist fight mission. There's a fist fight mission. All these little things that I've already done, there's a little mission for it. It's like, you've done that. So the old fist fight, there's a mission for that, and then there's a, like I say, mission for the archery as well. The actual main mission. It's like, we've done that. I've won about 20 of 20 archery contests. I've got 2 in a row. Third in a row wasn't happening, but you can upgrade your skills, can't you? That makes it easy as well. So I haven't done it since I've upgraded my skills. Assuming it makes it slightly easier. I don't know. But it's amazing how many little missions are there on the stuff that you've already done. Do you know what I mean? In the game, you've explored the game, you've had a little walk around, and all of a sudden there's a mission for it. Like, I did that like about an hour and a half ago, 3 hours ago, the main mission, you know. Or... oh, boss disappeared. Oh, boss disappeared. Boss is vanishing out in front of me. Careful. Careful, nearly knocked someone over. Hot dog. Hot diggity dog. Picking people up. Shut the doors, shut the doors. Did you get what? Disqualified? How did you get disqualified? You disqualified from one of the unarmed fights. Did you pull your sword out or something? Yeah, take that. I don't know if you can you? I picked the guy up and threw him about 20 feet out the ring. Oh, right, he didn't get him back in time. How's that your fault?
Guten Abend. Einen Fahrschein bitte. Könnte ich das mit meinem Handy zahlen?
Wants to pay by his mobile phone. It's a single ticket. Pay by your mobile phone. There you go.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön indeed. On the main street now. We're chucking it down with rain. It is amazing how many things you've already done in the game that suddenly a mission pops up for them. Ah, shit. I'm not sure if it was that on a stream or not. Yeah. It's honestly some of the things that I've done. Like I've been to this. I've seen some steps or something. With some tower in the sky, some institute tower or whatever. It's like the sky spiral stairs. There's a mission for that as well, so you don't need to go. There's a mission for it later on. But I thought I'd go and explore it. I haven't been there yet. I'll go and just have a little wander. Ticket ABC.
Vielen Dank.
Speaking of towers, Laomali Tower. Laomali Tower is a magnificent Tudor gatehouse in Essex that is believed to be haunted by no one else other than the ghost of the creator of the tower, Lord Henry Marney himself. He has been seen walking in full armour around the house. And its long staircase apparently goes up and down the staircases, but he's haunted the house presumably because it was not built exactly how he wants it. I mean, I'm sure there's some other reason why that is the case, but that is presumably the reason, apparently. Right, there you go. Talking of towers, we are away. Indicated. We're on time. It. I'm glad he started speeding up when he saw a bus coming. He was like leisurely walking, and all of a sudden he started picking up the pace. Maybe he saw it was going green. Oh, a bit of stutter. I know it could be shorter to none other than. I know. It's like one too many words in that as I was reading it. It's like definitely could be shortened that bit. One or two of my messages have little things in that I could have shortened one or two things. It's about go. It made it more confusing. It did. You're right. I need to go back and do some of my things. I just haven't had the time to sit down with the laptop when I, and do that sort of thing. When I do, other things come to mind, like the website and stuff like that. The Xbox website. I was doing that last night while I was watching the football, trying to fit it all in. I tried to do as much in without pestering the wife too much, and sort of spending time with the wife when we have our time together. I'm trying not to do complete Xbox stuff in my spare time around her. I want to spend time with her. Do you know what I mean? I try to sort of like, let's get everything done by the weekend. Or if I do something at the weekend, it's usually because I've got 5 or 10 minutes to myself. Do you know what I mean? So yesterday I did it whilst watching the football. My wife said to me, "Surely you want to be watching that?" I said, "I am watching that. I've got my eye on it. Can't fit in this time as well." So. I have got to make time for that, really. Indicating out. Yeah, I don't know whether to continue exploring in Crimson Desert now, or just because I've had so many missions recently that link up to stuff that I've already done. So I've already explored. Oh, fucking hell. That's in a mission, I've got to do it again. Power Wash DLC, is it free or is it paid? What is it? Paid. Okay. What do you get for your money? What do you get for your bang? Oh, Adventure Time. Oh, quite cool. I remember Adventure Time. It's one of the few shows that my kids watched. that I actually
Moin,
could watch
einen
myself.
Fahrschein bitte.
Either. Oh, you want a ticket? Cash.
Guten Abend. Eine Fahrkarte bitte.
AB, single ticket. They sell these, just out of interest, they sell these tops online. I found out yesterday amongst my little bit of Googling I was doing while I was on the website. I had a little Google. I thought, oh, it just popped in my head. I wonder if you can get the bus merch. Because you keep seeing the, it almost looks like they're advertising their t-shirts on the game. And yes, you can buy the bus merch. You can see all the t-shirts that you see, a lot of them anyway, you can buy. You need to make time to stream that tomorrow. Yes, you do. You do. Apparently the Flash-based FM that you can buy merch as well on that, although it's bloody expensive because it ships from Germany. So it's the other way round. The carriers it'd probably be quite cheap.
Hallo.
Abend. Eine Fahrkarte bitte.
Eine Fahrkarte bitte. Cash. Here you go.
Hi, ich benötige einen Fahrschein.
Berlin AB 24-hour ticket. Give us the crap. Money. $9.90, okay. Move it up. She looks like she's coming over. Rolling on. Expect a picture of you in your bus. Local bus station. Yeah. I actually kind of like the hoodie, and they do sell it. Yeah.
Poststadion.
But we're going to the Poststadion. Might be the station, I don't know. Might be a stadium, I don't know. We're here. Open the doors. A few people getting on. Quite a few people getting on. Look.
Tachen, eine Einzelfahrt bitte. Was kostet das?
Okay, let's have a look then. How much does it cost? What's a single ticket? $4.40 cash. I nearly streamed something else this morning, Albie. I was tempted last night to stream something else, but obviously I've got this in the back of my mind. I've got to do this as a review, and I still want to at least unlock the 5. I want to get to the next bit what it unlocks, and then I feel that I can't. I'm about there where I'm ready to want to review it. Do you know what I mean? But I want to play Project Motor Racing. It's had a massive reskin, a massive relaunch, if you like, of the game. It's changed a lot of things. The menus have changed. The career mode is slightly changed as well. The way it's presented is slightly changed. I want to have a little look at that as well at some point. Hopefully the game has a change for the worse, because that happens sometimes with updates. Have a sample different. I have. So in this we have currently our fleet. I don't know if I can show you the fleet of buses. So I'm driving the Bendy bus at the moment, but I've driven 3 different buses myself. I'll try and have a look. Where's our vehicles? If I can show you the vehicles. So there's our buses. This is what we have. It all should be charged. Oh, vehicle should be charged. Oh my god. I've got to charge the vehicle. He's telling me off. But this is the one I'm driving. Apparently it needs a charge. I should charge it. But these are the buses that I have. What I want to do is get to the point where I think you can paint your own buses. I'm hoping you can paint your own colour. But I'm going to have to obviously charge the vehicle, and when we can, obviously not en route. Don't bloody run out of charge while I'm on the route.
Straße, Invalidenstraße.
Walk through that tree.
Guten Tag. Eine Tageskarte
Guten
bitte.
Tag. Berlin AB. 24-hour ticket. That's also something I should show. Pick up all the money. Shut the doors. Shut the doors. We'll be off. Also, the other thing you can do, overcharged passengers to compensate for the undercharged buses. The other thing you can do in the office is you can obviously buy new vehicles. So there's an option where you can buy vehicles here. So you can buy new vehicles. So these are all your new vehicles. You can get double decker as well, obviously. But it's going to cost you a lot of money in game. You get double Bendy bus. So there's quite a few buses, different buses to drive. They're brand new ones. You can also buy second hand as well. Brings down the price a little bit. And you've got your own workshop as well. Those two are in the workshop. I don't know. And we've got the external workshop as well. Keep going, I suppose. Need more money. That's the thing. And the next part of the game is to own, have 5 employees, have 5 buses. That's before the next bit unlocks, because I haven't unlocked the lines yet. Oh shit! Fucking hell! Fucking hell! Let me through, thank you. I'm quite obviously turning. Just drive into me.
Hauptbahnhof.
So it's a management game as well, with managing your lines and stuff. Please. You're so joking. Yes. That's what I am. He's indicating out. Is he moving though? Okay, indicating out. You've got to move. You've changed, famous. Open the doors. Just doing the slow walk. Oh, man with umbrellas appeared. Walking past the bus then for a minute. Okay, now. Can't quite put that one. Slightly the wrong way in. Close. See flashing lights above. Head even. Obviously Hell, cars just sort of appear in front of you as well and drop out the sky. And start noticing that in the game as well. It's just, it's playable. But there are one or two things. So I can only think it must have had another update. It wasn't doing that before, and now it is. You get the odd thing where cars just disappear a little bit. So this is where this lane finishes, which is handy because I can't go straight ahead. Not the best place to finish a line, is it? We are away. No, you're going to let me cane, are you? But you're not. We're here. Another bus station. Another bus stop. Picking them all up.
Hallo, einen Fahrschein bitte.
You can buy that t-shirt. That t-shirt I've seen online to buy. Why you would, I don't know, but you can.
Hallo, ich brauche einen Fahrschein.
Excuse me. Berlin ABC. Single ticket. There you go. Shut the doors.
Kochplatz.
Red light, time for some tea. Cheers. I don't know if that red band's going to just disappear or whether it's going to turn, I don't know. It's going to turn into my path, thank you. This is a tight turn. Back in hell. How I didn't smash into anything then, I don't know. Put it in here. So these tops I would like. They sell these, but they don't sell it in yellow and black, which is kind of like annoying because I like the yellow and black. I kind of like the look. I had one of these yellow and black tops. Where's she gone? They had one of them. You know, in the hoodie. That I would buy. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. We're in the part of town, if you like, where there's no traffic lights. Although there is, just not many. Okay. Put it in.
Guten Abend.
I'm glad to see, yeah, what I did see yesterday is some reviews on Starfield from PlayStation outlets, independent outlets, that actually did not like Starfield. I mean, one of the reviews was a bit stupid and ridiculous because they were comparing it to Baldur's Gate, and I don't know how you can compare Starfield to Baldur's Gate 3. Not quite sure how you can do that. because they're totally two different games. Not even alike. Not even the tiniest bit alike. But they compared Starfield to Baldur's Gate 3 and gave it a 5 out of 10. It's like, okay, that's. And then I saw another one which compared it to another type of game and gave it a 6 out of 10. And I was like, okay, because IGN initially gave it a sort of an 8 out of 10. They revised it and dropped it to 7. They revised that yesterday after some of the other reviews. That's quite weird that they usually IGN don't go with the sort of with what everyone else does. They usually do their own thing, usually for the shock factor. But they put in at 8 out of 10, and then there was quite a few reviews that were dropping at 5 out of 10 and 4 out of 10, and so they decided to drop theirs by a point as well. So it's quite weird. Kotaku though kept theirs as there was, you know. But it was interesting to see this. I saw that going on yesterday. It's like we can't like it. It's a Microsoft game. We're not allowed to like it. There's a bit of that going on. But fuck knows where they got Starfield and Baldur's Gate together. Fucking hell, honestly.
Hannoversche Straße.
Nice to know that world peace, look, world peace. Do you know what? I do want world peace from the world. That's what I want for the world peace. It would be good if we all got along. We're human beings at the end of the day, aren't we? Let's be honest. I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit, time-wise. Doors open. I don't know if anyone's going to come on a bus. I have no idea. Also in the UK, the weather's changed, hasn't it? It's been a bit warm, hasn't it? Warm the last day or two. Yesterday was very nice. The shorts came out yesterday. The shorts are out today as well, but I'm sitting in this room and I'm freezing. Wrong choice this morning for me personally. This room is my coldest room in the house. I don't know why. Never put my finger on it why this is the coldest room in the house, but it's drastically a good 2 degrees cooler in this room than anywhere else in the house. I can't put my finger. I know what it is. It's the French doors, isn't it? That's what it is. French doors out to the garden to my right. They're giving off the chill.
Abend. Einen Fahrschein bitte.
Happy K Spider. Berlin ABC. Pay by card. Can't pay by card. Another one coming towards our bus. Are they coming on? No, then we'll walk around. Still raining. I feel like it's been raining forever in this game. Held at the lights. Stuck at the lights. Also, I've noticed there's that little fact there. It's fun fact, it's the oldest battlefield in Britain. It's found in Essex at Norby Island, where the Battle of Malden occurred. I don't know if I'd meant to put 2 O's in. I don't think I did. Careful, Dave. That one's cutting across. He's cutting across. Where are the traffic lights? Also, yes, it's fun that facts, the little scarlet strawberries are not found in too many places around the world, but they are located in Tiptree. This style of strawberry is grown at Wilkin and Sons Farm, and they use it in their world famous jams. So, little scarlet strawberries used in Tiptree jams. Put it in. Bit fast. Got the passenger that went flying down the arm.
Guten Abend. Eine 24-Stunden-Karte bitte.
That's $25 ticket. People with the correct money. What's going on? Moving. Get out. Down the road we go, down the road. Oh, we've got a green light. Morning, Nuki. How you doing, buddy? How's things, my friend? You're tired.
U-Bahnhof Rosa-Luxemburg-Platz.
Any reason for the tide, or just knackered? Had 2 nights of awful sleep. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Not good, my friend. Hate sleep disturbance. Something on your mind, or just shitty nights? We're a minute late. We're a minute early. No reason for it. Just shit. Putting over. Here we are on time as well. It was a good result. I mean, it was a steady performance. They looked in trouble a little bit at the start of the game.
Hallo, eine Einzelfahrt bitte.
They defended quite well in the end as they got going. That's a good ticket. My problem with the Gunners at the moment is the defence at the moment. They seem to have a little bit shaky at defence at the moment. The defence has been their solid platform all season. It's got them out of trouble a lot. The fact that you only got to nick a goal to win. But the defence has been a bit shaky of late. They did all right last night. There were 1 or 2 little things. Made a couple of good saves. They say a good goalkeeper keeps you in, doesn't it? In with a shout. Usually worth a few extra points and whatever. And wins your games. But I think Reina definitely kept us a clean sheet for us. Ben White is having a dodgy patch. Yeah. To to be fair to Ben White, he's probably not up to speed, is he? He's had a nasty injury. He's had one or two nasty injuries and lost his place in the side. And the only reason he's in the side is because we've got no other right back fit. So that's the reason he's in the side. So yeah, he is having a dodgy patch. But sometimes players need games, don't they, to get into form. But yeah, I'll take a clean sheet if in a good away performance from home. It looked all right. They didn't look in too much trouble. They got over the first 15-20 minutes where they struggled a little bit. But that's what you expect in a hostile environment, isn't it? So one would hope that there'll be through to the next round. How did Bayern Munich, Real Madrid finish? I know Bayern were 2-0 up, but Real Madrid got a goal back. I don't know how it finished. Was 2-1 to Bayern. This is a good result for them, isn't it?
Hallo. Guten Abend. Einen Einzelfahrschein bitte. Bitte mit Beleg.
He needs a ticket, but he needs a receipt, so we must do that. Berlin ABC, single ticket, print the receipt as well. Must pay by cash. 60 back.
Abend. Ein Einzelfahrschein bitte.
So Berlin ABC, single ticket. Okay, you want 60 back. Gave in the compensation for balloon door. Yeah, when I say I was watching, well, I read an interesting thing on that yesterday. And it's true. The only two sort of players that have won it, if you like, without winning a major championship, and they call it a major championship, in the top league. The top league's not enough. So the Bundesliga is not enough to win the Balloon d'Or. They have to win the Champions League or the national competition. National competition, I can't see. As all England fans, we'd love England to win it, but I have to be honest. I don't think England would win the World Cup anyway. And I suppose it's a little unfair that you have to win in order to win the Ballon d'Or, the Ballon d'Or even. You have to win the World Cup or the African Nations Cup or the European Championship, or you have to win the Champions League. And if you don't win those, no matter how good a season you are having, you ain't going to win it. It's a little unfair on Kane, if I'm honest. Maybe it was just the US and England. There is no one better than him at the moment, but they basically summed it up yesterday that if Mbappe were to win the Champions League, if Real Madrid were to win the Champions League, then Mbappe would probably get the title, if you like, the World Footballer of the Year, which is daft because let's not just say he's not having a good season. He is. I looked at his stats. He's having a really good season. But you are right. There's no one better than Kane at the moment in terms of the top leagues. But that is what they say. They have to win a national competition, or they have to win the top European prize, which is bullshit. You are right; it's bullshit. I know, but Real aren't going to win. But if they won the Champions League, they reckon Mbappe would win it, which is daft. Really is daft. I don't agree with it, but they were looking back all the years through it, and. There's only twice someone didn't win it or something in recent times. Didn't win a European competition or a national competition, and the winners were Messi and Ronaldo, and that's based on name, isn't it? More than anything. But yeah, it's shocking. Totally agree with you. So yeah, Kane should be. I think he probably deserves it. Over the course of what led to. Be interesting to see. Obviously, I don't want. I like to think Arsenal would be in the mix for you know, the Champions League, but we'll see on that one. I don't know. They're going to have. They're in Bayern's side of the draw, aren't they? So they're going to have to overcome Bayern anyway. So it should be the best player in the winning team. Yeah. But was it the other one? Is it Michael Olose of Bayern as well? They reckon he's in with a shout as well. Because he's having a phenomenal season apparently in Bayern Munich as well. Not only just scoring but creating assists. Oh yeah, I agree. Based on yesterday, definitely. Arsenal's stretch of form at the moment is atrocious, but we shall see. I do believe any Opie's and Diaz also having a great season. Yeah, it depends on the. I don't know if Arsenal can get out of their funk, if you like, because they are in a bit of a funk at the moment. And they were saying yesterday that the Sporting Lisbon, they'd obviously been watching some of the recent games, weren't they? They alluded to that on commentary. Well, I agree with you again. I think Arsenal have always struggled when they come out against a team that play a low block. They're quite happily to put men behind the ball. And Sporting did that extremely well with against Arsenal. They just let Arsenal have the ball. Just sort of set up a line when they were in the defence, and they just would not let them. It'd been here, bloody injured all season. Again, I'm interested in listening to Alan Shearer. I think I'm inclined to say Gyökeres is a good player there, but you need to play to his strengths, and one of his strengths is running in behind. Have I gone the wrong way? Or am I really early? I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? What the fuck? Can I get it back? We have to go in. I don't know what the right type of player is for. I mean, I think the. Oh shit, we've really gone the wrong way. Well, we're going to have to bring it back. Seeing it back, we can bring it back all the way round now. We've gone the wrong way. It's just got 2 kilometres to go down this road. How it's letting me go this way, I don't know. They say with Arsenal at the moment is that I don't know if there's any striker that would get into that team that would improve them to the point of getting 20, 30, 40 goals a season, because they don't play to the strengths of the strikers at the moment. I don't know where we're going. I was following this red line, but okay, once we turn around here. Okay, turn around here. Yeah, it's because teams set up with a low block behind Arsenal. What's that? I don't know what it just said. It come up with a bus brake. I don't know. I've got a yellow line on my. But anyway, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, Odegaard needs some time. He's not back to his best, not at all. If anything, he's a hindrance to the team at the moment. I don't know. It's just. I think that the way to it is to play Havertz and Gyökeres in the same side. I think that is the way you're going to do it a little bit, because Havertz does put a shift in, and so does Gyökeres. You know, I'm all good for Gyökeres in the fact that what his work rate in the side is absolutely really phenomenal. To a degree, he's always running, he's always putting defenders away. He just needs the right service, you know, and I just don't think we're given that as well. So I don't think you've seen the best of Gyökeres anyway yet. I think sometimes you adjust to a league. I think next season maybe give him a full season where he's trained right from the start of the season as well. if we go left or right here. I think we're supposed to go left. I'm going to bus lane. I'm trying to get back on track. I think we turned right, didn't we? And we were supposed to go left. Fuck off! We're slightly back on track if we go left. Well, there's now wanting me to go in a straight line forward. Oh my god. We're supposed to be going to AM Friedrichs. Let's have a look, see. I've got myself stuck. I think that's where we're going. No, we're not going there. Oh, we need to go round and come. Fucking hell. There you go. Definitely gone the wrong way. So it wants us to go all the way up and round. We're drastically late. Well, not drastically late. We're only 4 minutes late. It's having a mare. Indeed. We're going to attempt something that no bus should do as well. Certainly no bendy bus anyway. So in theory we should go up there and round and come back. We're not going to do that. We're going to do also with traffic coming towards us. Fucking hell. Go through that. There goes my bendy bus. Yeah, back on track. Not a scratch. Not a scratch. But yeah, I just think with Arsenal at the moment, they don't play to a forward strength, do they? I almost feel that we need a Giroud in at the moment. If ever there was a time that we need an Oliver Giroud, this is it. You know, we always said you couldn't win a league with Oliver Giroud. I think in this moment in time, if you had a prime Oliver Giroud, I think we would win the league. Because I think you play to his strengths. That his strength is bullying defenders. His strength was in the box with crosses and stuff like that. You just need the crosses to come in. I think we are.
Weinstraße.
I can't hit the nail on the head with it with Arsenal, but we face low blocks. It's like every team comes now with a low block and knows how to play against us, and that's how it's happened this season. We were getting away with it, but now I think a lot of teams have learned that you just come and put men behind the ball, and we struggle like mad, and that's why we're reliant on the set piece. Because there's no space. Yes, we defend, and that's been our strength this season. That's why maybe the last few games we've fallen away a little bit, because the defence has had a little bit of a wobble. He does struggle with that end of the pitch. They need to train literally with defenders versus attack, don't they? And literally train in that situation where you have people behind the ball. I mean, it's easy for us to say, I'm not a manager or anything like that. I'm never one to sort of overly criticise. I'm not in that job, and I don't know how to do that job or anything like that. So, but it does look like they seem to struggle for space. And when you've got players not on form, so let's be honest. Okay, Saka's injured, but Saka hasn't been on form all season. So you've got the little sparks that maybe would unlock when teams are playing like that, sort of injured or out of form. Then you're going to struggle. I wonder what better teams, good players make better players better, don't they? I wonder what. Really having a dodgy one here. What what Yokora's season would be like if you had two players on the wings on form. So if you had like Martinelli really flying down the wing on form, and he had Saka on the other side on form, and he had an Odegaard on form. Whether Yokora's numbers would be better than 17 for the season. Turn my wipers off, thank you. I'd forgotten. Usually it's Albie that tells me on that one.
Abend.
Moin, ich benötige einen Fahrschein.
Needs a Fahrschein. Come on then. Short trip. Paid. He's 260 back.
Guten Abend. Eine Fahrkarte bitte.
He's a Fahrkarte bitte. Berlin AB. Single tickets. 650 back. It was 650, wasn't it? Yeah. There you go. No. Okay, I've just given him 650 back. What do you want, buddy? I've given him it back. Why does he not want? I've done something. Oh, I haven't clicked the bloody button for a minute. I thought, fucking hell. You're going to be right about Starfield. It's getting a good review since the new update. Well, I am and I'm not, because it made me. Pause it. I don't know if you can pause it or not. Hang on, I need to move away before I can pause it. It annoyed me that IGN were coming in with an 8 out of 10, but they've actually rescaled it to a 7 out of 10. Kotaku was saying it's best thing since sliced bread. But a couple of independent sites on PlayStation have really been very critical of it. 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. The 5 out of 10 one, I can't remember what PlayStation something it was. So it's an indie site. So similar to Complete Xbox, if you like. It's an indie site. It got a 5 out of 10, and I don't know where that review went. They went on and likened it to bloody Balkan, not Balkan Gate. What do you call it? Fucking hell, the name was the Baldur's Gate 3, and they were comparing it against Baldur's Gate 3, and I was thinking, you can't compare Starfield against Baldur's Gate 3. They're two different games. They're massively different. They're not even the fucking same mechanics. They're just totally different. You couldn't even get any of your poles apart. Very, very different games. But they were comparing it to that, and it's. I know, fucking hell. They gave that 5 out of 10, and the review went on and on about how Baldur's Gate does this and Baldur's Gate does that, and it's like that was weird, And they gave it a 5 out of 10. And watching some of the reviews, I see IGN after some of the reviews come in, so there was quite a few 5 out of 10s and 4s out of 10s and 6 out of 10s, and IGN scaled their view down from an 8 to a 7. Kotaku kept theirs, but there's still quite a lot of really good reviews out there that say the game's really good. It's Starfield at the end of the day. It's going to divide opinion. It's going to be one of those games where it's someone's 10 out of 10 game. It's going to be someone's 10 out of 10 game. It's exactly what they want from it, exactly what they need. For the general public, I always said it was a 7 out of 10 game, 8 out of 10 game, and I stand by it. What it does is okay. It's good. The graphics are going to look slightly better. It's had a new facelift and a new update as well. I dare say the graphics are going to look slightly better on Xbox Series X when I next play it as well. But fundamentally, it's still the same game, But it is crazy to see, a review, a detailed review comparing it to Baldur's Gate 3, and it's like very, very weird, very weird. If you don't like the game, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, there are plenty of games that I don't like that I try to be subjective with. But if you don't like a game, say why you don't like a game. Don't go on about fucking Baldur's Gate. Fuck, so they don't like it because of Baldur's Gate.
Guten Abend.
Hi, eine Fahrkarte bitte.
There's more space fighting, is there? See, I've not played the update. I'm tempted to have a little look at.
Vielen Dank.
It is something that I like to do. Is have a look at a game sort of down the line that sort of improves or whatever. There's one game that I hated and I couldn't see any redeeming features from. What's that then, buddy? Go on, let us know. Oh, you know. Again, with Redfall, I don't think it's as atrocious as people make out. I don't think it's good. I'm quick to say that as well, because I'm not going to go, oh, you love stealth. Oh, detective. Oh, fucking hell.
U-Bahnhof Strausberger Platz.
Yes, I played that too. For the achievements. Do you know what I'm looking forward to? Sinking City 2. I actually really enjoyed the first one. The remaster was brilliant on it when they did release the remaster. And for anyone that owned the original game, got a free remaster of the Sinking City. I really enjoyed that game. There's enough about the plot to keep me going, you know. But I'm into my detective crime scene games, but yeah, that one was not a detective crime scene game. I feel sorry for you, Albie, that you got that. I thought, Albie, enjoy that, and then yeah, I played it, and it was. I know where you are. Obviously, I read your review and did that on it, and I could tell you didn't like it. We were past that red light, but not past this one. That wasn't it. It wasn't one, was it? I'm disappointed that they were going to launch at the same time as the GTA. Yeah, there are windows in there. I don't think anything can compete with GTA in terms of. Obviously, I think there are room for 2 games in a month. Don't go. It's going to kill favour. You're right. That's from our point of view. But from a sales point of view, launching them at the same time is can't be good, can it? Maybe I can't remember whether Shadow of Doubt came to Xbox. I don't know. You'd have to Google that one. But you are right with Fable. It is going to kill the sales. You can't. Look, anyone that puts their game out at the same time as GTA needs their head testing. To be fair, because GTA is that sort of game. Exactly, and with GTA rumoured to, we don't even know what the price point is with GTA at the moment, do we? We don't know where the base game is going to land in price. So that's going to be an interesting one. What price? There was the rumour that it's going to be the first £100 game. So I bloody hope not. No, but I'll have to pick up 2 copies. I hope it's just a rumour and it's not testing the waters for what game companies can get away with. I can see it being 70, you know. I can see it being 70, and I hope that's where it stays. I hope the £100 is just the rumour that, you know, that there's going to be a, you know, a legendary edition or whatever. Because to be honest with you, all games are doing that now. So and hopefully that's where it stays. But we're in a day and age where there's a lot of greed talks, and I hope so, Nuki. I hope so. I don't trust companies these days. I think they will push the boundary as much as they can get away with. I think it'll, you know, I hope it'll be a £70 base version, but even that for me is a lot to ask. You know, on a lot of games. GTA will get away with it because it's that sort of game, but they don't need to. But what one company doesn't need to do and another does is two different things, isn't it? I feel Rockstar a little better than other. I hope so. I hope so. But I'm sure a lot of the employees and whatever have changed there and stuff. So you know, I never trust the. If they think they can get away with, you know, an expensive. I mean, to be honest, £70 for a brand new game is. I don't even think that's standard yet. So I think it will be £70. But I think you'll have extra versions in it where you'll get a £100 version and possibly even a £129 version. That's how I think it will look in general. I think you'll get a £100 version, but we've added extras, and like the wrestling game, and it's come out in a few others just recently that the now ceiling of £129.99 version of a game is ridiculous. Online has made 8.6 billion. Yeah, I can't believe that. You think that they don't need to, so in that respect it should launch at 50 quid, shouldn't it? But it's not going to launch at 50 quid too, is it? That's what I'm saying. Companies will. I can't see it being under 70 quid. I can see them being. Well, this is a game, you know, a lifetime sort of game. It's amazing. You know, everyone's going to want it. 70 quid, and it'll be that's the price it'll be. You might get someone doing it for 65 or whatever, but I think in general, I think it's going to be the first game that, you know, I think it's literally. It's not the first game, obviously, but there aren't many games. They said 70 quid was the price, didn't they? I don't know. From an X point of view, I don't buy games on PlayStation that much. From an X point of view, game, they said £70 was going to be the new standard. I haven't seen many come in with a base game at 70 quid. So I think maybe GTA might set that precedence, if you like, come in at 70 quid. It could be 60 quid for story, only 69 for story and online, and then more deluxe versions. I do think you're right. I'm I'm not sold on that they're not going to charge more than maybe they should. You know, be interesting to see. The thing is, it's GTA. If they sell it at 60 quid, they're going to sell X a million or whatever. If they sell it at 70 quid, it's only a tenner more. They're going to sell X million. No one's going to go, oh, I'm not going to spend, you know, it's a tenner. It's GTA. People will buy it, even if it could be the worst. It could be the worst GTA. Let's be honest. I don't think it will be. It'll be the best GTA. That's where I think it will be the best GTA. But it could be the worst GTA, and people would still buy it. It's a bit like COD. You know, people buy COD, lap it up every year. It's kind of the same game. It's kind of the same mechanics. It's kind of the same. Yeah, and sometimes it's not a better game with COD. Sometimes people prefer the previous COD and they go back to the previous COD, but people lap COD up no matter what. And I think that'll be the same with GTA. It'll be lapped up 70 quid. It'll be bought. So if they wanted to test the waters, if you like, and put it at 70 quid or maybe higher, I think they would still sell like hotcakes. It's that sort of game, isn't it? It's a trusted game. It's a staple game. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Everyone's going to want to play it. It's going to be on everyone's Christmas wish list, if you like, if they don't buy it at launch. It's that sort of game that is just, it's going to shift, you know, like mad. It'll probably break all-time records, no doubt, you know, and, you know. Yeah, you're right. People buy the new one because they want the new maps, but there's no, fundamentally it still sells like shit. It could be the worst one of the lot, couldn't it? It's still, people will still buy COD, and I think that'll be the same with GTA. But no matter what, people will buy GTA, you know. But I think I think it's going to be a really, really good game. I mean, it's going to be really, really open world. Let's see how big the open world is going to be as well, and how you've had games like Baldur's Gate come out now. You've had a few other games come out where they've filled the world in. It's not a repeat task, or it feels completely fresh. GTA 5, from a story point of view, felt fresh all the way through it. There was a decent story running way through it, and I expect the same for the next one. And with enough stuff for bits and pieces to do as well on the side that doesn't feel like it's getting old, or don't feel like you're doing this. I can see you staying in the strip clubs with all my new girlfriends. Yeah, I'll bring them all along. Got all the time in the world for girlfriends. I didn't know if I opened the doors. Don't know who. Can't remember if we opened the doors or not. I think, do we need to go to the next stop? I think we do, don't we? I'm flustered. I've lost myself. What I'm supposed to do. This game keeps moaning at me now. We just 7-9. That's where it's telling me. Don't know if we need to stop here. Oh, the green lines come up here. We'll open the doors. Too busy thinking about your girlfriends. I've got no one on my bus. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, can I fast forward the time? I can't fast forward the time. Okay, do I have to go to the next thing to fast forward the time? I don't know where I'm at. I really have lost myself completely what I'm doing. It's a lot of police cars and then a few taxis. Okay. It's the time. It's gone 0-0 on me, and I don't know why. Really? I was there. Oh, the game's gone nuts. I was literally just there. Oh my god. You might get an online girlfriend in the GTA. Bit of hot coffee and all that lot. I have got a hankering to play GTA again. I have. Or not just 5, 4 as well. For your missus to work. I'm a devoted husband, family guy. I'm not interested in another woman. Thank you. My heart has been captured and stolen. Fucking hell, what's going on here? What is going on? I don't know what's going on. I can see that cup being held, Jude. We're going to try and attempt something again. No, I'm not going round again. Honestly, we broke this game. I have to remember this is a bendy bus. You can't do that, Dave. Fucking hell, I keep trying to do this manoeuvre. I don't know why. I'm going to have to go. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to have to go round again. Oh, fuck off and get out of my way. Come on. I'm trying to squeeze through this little gap. Just hit a car too. Sorry. 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 I'm really sorry. I've got to go round again. Oh my god. This route is not going well. I've got to try and turn this bus around. At this point, I've kind of lost will at the moment. Come on! I've got to get back on track. Oh, fuck off with the traffic. Come on, let me turn it. I'm going to try this manoeuvre again. Gonna get to the other. Yeah, I know. This is not gonna happen. I'm wedged. I'm taking out the traffic light now. That's what's. Fucking hell. Here comes the police. It's like you're driving a GT. It is, isn't it? It's... I hope this is going to do my ratings any good, is it? Wedged. We're away. Thing is that I've done that manoeuvre. I've got to do exactly the same in a minute. Up here. Just to get back on track. I don't know what's the P is. I should have stopped at the P. So it wants me to stop there at that P. Which obviously I did not do, because I don't remember coming in here at all. Right, we're back on time. We're right on time. At least I think we are. If it lets me fast forward, which it is, thank God for that. Right, now we've got to go where? 12:10 to... Open the doors. We're raining now, just to confuse things a little bit more. Now, one would think we've got to go to this yellow line, but it usually comes up as orange.
S-Bahnhof, Ostbahnhof.
S-Bahnhof, Off-Bahnhof. We've got there in 10 minutes. Where are we on the map? Bring it down here. Which ones? Oh, it's not very helpful when it doesn't light up. I don't know where we're going to go. Stop at the PS583. See, I knew it would be. But that annoys me. That does annoy me slightly. And that is the amount of not a huge score, but to be fair, out of 81 critics, this is where your problem is that you're dividing it out of 81. So you're taking all the shit ones, the 4s out of 10s, the 5 out of 10s, along with the, and that's what annoys me actually, is that a lot of people shat on that game, and it wasn't just shitty people on the internet, if you like. It was a lot of review sites. So IGN shat on that game. It doesn't make it, just because it's on PS5, a much better game. You know, it annoys me. It does. And if there's ever a tax, we talk about an Xbox tax and a PlayStation tax. That is it, right there. If you're ever talking about, is there one and is there another? What one is? You know, I'm not saying there is an Xbox. I do think sometimes Xbox do get harshly criticised because the fan base isn't there, if you like, and the thing to remember is that they've reviewed a game with 3 years of updates, so it's very different to what it was. Oh, I agree with that. I agree with that. So if you had, I just think that fundamentally it's still the same game. I just think it was always a game that when it came to PlayStation, it'd be praised. Whereas when it was on Xbox exclusive, it wasn't praised. And it may be harshly criticised at times. All games get better. This is my point with going back to looking at different games and stuff. Is that sometimes a game that wasn't so great at launch, a year down the line or 6 months down the line, is a really, really good game. I want to have a look at Project Motor Racing because, as Albie knows, that game wasn't great when it launched. It really wasn't, and it's had 1 or 2 updates to improve some of the mechanics, but from a game point of view, from a presentation point of view, it's shit. It was rough as fuck, from a presentation point of view, what it offered and stuff like that. And now it's had a new facelift. It's had a relaunch. It's a bit like Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye has had a complete sort of relaunch to a degree, and people are now discovering Mind's Eye and thinking, do you know what? That's not a bad game. It's not quite the game we were expecting, but it's a solid game. It's not bad. And I dare say Starfield's had that treatment. We'll get back en route. I don't know how to get back en route. I'm stuck. You can enter. I'm not even in the seat. That would help. I don't even know if I'm going to the right place. Fucking hell. Is anyone on this? I haven't got any passengers on the bus, so we're all good. But I think we're coming up to the right stop. Please come up. It usually goes orange and it's confused me with yellow. At least it's come up great. Yeah, it's gone orange. Finally, we're at the right bit. Alright, we're on track. At least I think we are. I'm not sure my bus is okay. We are on track. It's now dark as well. We should put our lights on. Also, we should put the lights on for the people on the bus as well, Dave. That would be handy. Not that anyone's on the bus yet. And we should put our light on as well, our cabin light on, just to light it up. Which means it's likely not fair to compare how well it reviewed at launch on Xbox with how well it's reviewed on PlayStation. Until Digital Foundry do a review, nothing else matters. Digital Foundry. They do some stuff, Digital Foundry, they do. I just... It is an unlikely fair comparison, isn't it? It's just, I don't think, if you didn't like Starfield on Xbox, if you didn't like Starfield on Xbox, you're not going to like it on PlayStation. Just because it's on PlayStation doesn't make it suddenly a more likable game. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there'll be. I haven't played it again, so we are looking at the things of judging on stuff that I haven't played here. So we have got to be careful with the hot take, if you like. But I don't think the update has done massive wonders for the game that has made it suddenly go from a shit game to a really good game. I think it's improved. I think it will have improved the game, and it would have maybe improved one or two people's views about the game. But I don't think it would have gone from what a fan base called a shit game to a really good game. Just because it's of a review, or an update. It's had updates all the way through an Xbox. It's that update that you're getting now on PlayStation is the first update you're getting on PlayStation with a complete package, if you like, so to speak. I just don't think it's for example, I don't know for sure, but Keris hated the game to a degree on Xbox. I think if Keris played that game on PlayStation, she'd probably still hate it. Do you know what I mean? If it didn't click with her on Xbox, it's not going to click with her on PlayStation. There isn't that much of a huge, upgrade, if you like, or a difference from a few patch upgrades. I don't know. I've not played the games, so I something again. I actually spoke to Albie about it first. I kind of want to play their game just to see what the new updates are about and stuff like that. Because I quite enjoyed the game in the first place. Maybe it'll elevate the game for me. I don't know. But I've got too much to play anyway, so I can't sort of sink my life into Starfield. But I have no doubt it's like, I suppose, it's a bit like the holy grail of gaming, isn't it? Skyrim. Skyrim on launch. Skyrim, years after a few fixes. What we think of Skyrim, the holy grail of games. And Skyrim isn't beyond its faults, So yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it's a judgment, isn't it? At the end, I've gone for a red light. I don't know if I've gone for a red light. It was an orange, so I think either way I'm safe. So I'm trying not to do a sensational hot take like I did for Final Fantasy. I've not played Starfield since obviously these new updates, so I don't know. Probably the extra Metascore is 83. The PlayStation meta is 80. Yeah, you see, the Xbox meta would have been based on the previous game, wouldn't it? From 11 critics. Oh, the Xbox. Again, that is part and parcel of the sheer weight that is out there. The trust in the platform is that you're only going to get 11 critics on. Xbox. I mean, you've got all these critics that are Xbox centric. You're always going to put out the PlayStation version. Where do I go? Left or right? Fucking hell! Honestly, didn't know which way to go then. Yeah, you always, because PlayStation has the fan base. You're always going to get more sites, aren't you? I mean, so you're going to get more critics. I don't know. Yeah, I can't. Again, it's a hard thing walking into. I don't want to walk into a. I don't want to walk into it across the board. Like I said, I put that game a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 game. That puts me about right with an 80 out of 10 game anyway. So, and that's not playing the update. That's playing. So I'm about where the Xbox meta is. In the terms I said, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 game. I haven't played the newest. Whether my view suddenly becomes that it's a much better game, I don't know. I've not played it, so again, I'm reserved. I just know from all the hate that game got from, and we're not just talking about PlayStation fanboys. We're talking about some of the bigger sites, IGN and quite a few others that game was shit and PlayStation never needed it and should have left it well behind. It's going to be interesting to see how it sells on PlayStation. Whether they've got it right, whether the Xbox, if it becomes a game that sells well. All of this for sensational reveal later on. Like I said, I've been very careful with my choice of words. I like Starfield, so I have a lot of time for Starfield. I don't think it will sell well. I don't think it will sell well because I just think people won't buy it. Now, I'm like, is there a game out there like on PlayStation that does that sort of thing? does it do better? Is the story like my main focus with PlayStation games, and I could be wrong here. This is just a view and a review. My views on my own, they don't reflect anyone else. We'll put none of them gamers in there, shall we? £45 is a good price. Do you know what? That is something that Xbox have done with these games. Is that they recognise their own older game. So the price doesn't come in at a high point. I don't think Forza Horizon 5 came at a really high point of price either. I think that was a reduced price as well, if I remember rightly, on PlayStation. And the same with Sea of Thieves as well. It wasn't a fully fledged how much we paid, to reflect it. So I think £45 is a good price for that sort of game. But yeah, I've been very careful with what I say, just a little bit, because I've not played it, and you're right, I shouldn't judge a cover. I've played Starfield. I've not played Starfield since the update. I just don't like I'm in the wrong lane. Fucking hell. I don't like it's shit. But now it's on PlayStation. PlayStation is fantastic, and I'd be the same way with Xbox the other way round as well. I think there's a lot of fanboys out there with Xbox that will play the game is shit, and if they had it on Xbox, they'd love it. He's a lot of fanboys, but he shouldn't come into journalism or the main site. Independent sites are a little bit different. I think independent sites, you do get a lot of sort of slight fanboyism a little bit. I try not to do it at complete Xbox. I try to, and that's why I personally try and be honest with a review at Xbox, what the developers are trying to do, what they're trying to capture, and whether it works well, and that sort of thing, rather than go on a personal opinion, because that's all it is at the end of the
Bahnhof Strausberger Platz.
this. Again, I suppose if you're looking at upgrades, I look at Cyberpunk as more of a relaunch than an upgrade. It's interesting the wording is, because I know Mind's Eye, they're a massive upgrade that they've done, and they've changed publishers and all sorts, and there's a new team looking at Mind's Eye as well, partly a new team anyway. That is a relaunch of a game. What you played at launch and what you play today, it's night and day. They're poles apart of what
Moin, einen Fahrschein bitte.
And I truly believe that with Mind's Eye. Won't sell like hotcakes what they've done, but at least they've fixed the game, to where it should be. And that's what Cyberpunk have done as well. They had too much money invested in Cyberpunk, didn't they? Having said that, Cyberpunk launched okay on PC, didn't it? There wasn't any problems. It was only console players that had problems on that. So, it'd be interesting to see what certain people say. But I think you have to look past sensationalism sort of comments, like when you read a review and you compare it to Baldur's Gate. Oh, fucking hell, you've lost the plot as far as I'm concerned. You can't compare a game that are massively different from each other.
Hallo, eine 24-Stunden-Karte bitte. Kann ich das mit Karte bezahlen?
God, he's got a mouthful, isn't he? I know he wants to pay by card, but that was a mouthful. By card. I'm glad you are paying by card.
Abend, eine Einzelfahrt bitte.
He wants
Was
a
kostet
ticket,
das?
single ticket. Wants to know how much it costs. Give us the money.
Dankeschön.
I'm of the opinion that gaming's for everyone, and you want both systems to sell well, because they'll push each other and they'll bring you great games. I'm also of the opinion that I don't care which version plays slightly better, that they generally play both the same. Some people are going to notice the difference, and fantastic, good for you and stuff like that, and I'm glad you're getting enjoyment out of it. But for me, I won't notice the difference. Maybe that's because I don't have the difference. Maybe, I don't know. You love PlayStation. I love PlayStation. I do. I just need to reclaim mine. This is upstairs. I think there's room for both. And like I said, if there was no Xbox, PlayStation's levels would drop. Simple as that. Competition breeds, a better thing. Competition is forcing Sony's hand to go with the PlayStation exclusives, if you like, to abandon the route that they were taking, but they were putting stuff on PC and going to potentially put stuff on Xbox. That's all scuppered. It'd be interesting to see what Xbox do with the latest round of figures on some of the games that are sold, but they're not sold very well. What happens
Guten
there?
Abend. Einen Fahrschein bitte. Kartenzahlung bitte.
The Xbox PC route is a little alarming. In what sense is it a little alarming? That really interesting.
Guten Abend. Eine Fahrkarte bitte.
Well, it's single bag. Get the money in and out. You're right, it does feel like a break from a traditional console. They have said that it's going to be like a console under your box, it's going to be capable of running PC games. So it's basically the way I like how it's going to be. So you've got a new Steam Valve box, if you like, new Steam box that's coming out. Now, is that a console or is it a PC? It's predominantly a console, but it's going to run PC games. So there's the Steam, tie-in with the Xbox there. So it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be drastically. I don't think that the newer Xbox hybrid, if you like, they're calling it, is going to run games as well as a PC. I still think you're going to have a problem with certain games. It works, but it doesn't work as well as it does on PC. I think you're going to get that. But I do know what you mean. Traditional console. I still think the wording that they've got now, the noise that is coming out of Xbox is that they're coming away from certain things. Obviously, this is too far down the line. I think Xbox, the only way that they can compete in this market space, if you like, because PlayStation is so dominant with everything. So much trust is built around PlayStation that no matter what the console comes in, PlayStation will sell like hotcakes and stuff like that. You're competing in a space where you've got PlayStation are always going to be the leader in terms of consoles. I mean, even if Xbox released a really, really, really good console and PlayStation launched, say, an inferior console, I still think PlayStation would sell more because the trust in the fan base is there, the loyalty is there and stuff like that. We're talking about a console that, again, is going to run all the games similar size. So what you can get on Xbox, you can get on PlayStation. Is the difference enough to warrant certain things? I don't think so. So it would be the other foot if that was like the case. So I still think PlayStation would sell because there's too much of a fan base there. There's too much. You're invested in the ecosystem of PlayStation. All your games are on PlayStation. Why would you jump ship to Xbox? That would be the mentality. So that's the same mentality with Xbox. Someone like myself who is thoroughly invested in Xbox because of complete Xbox. But it's a trust in its exclusive games. But in that sense, would maybe some of that trust been eroded over the last 2 years, Tanuki? That's where I am with PlayStation. I'm looking at PlayStation. I'm looking at the last couple of years haven't been great from a PlayStation point of view. And where are these exclusive games? Where are these, console selling games? I'm not talking about at the start of the genre, if you like. Where are they now? I don't know. And that's the way I look at it. Xbox. Yeah, you're right. They haven't got exclusive, but I think that there may be a slight change of the sales with the exclusive thing. I don't think it's going to be fully exclusive. I don't. There's lots of people saying that Xbox are going to change. Xbox aren't going to change the sales completely and not put on PlayStation. I think they're going to look at the numbers and think that we're harming our brand here. Maybe is it worth it? I don't know, but I think with PlayStation's big telling sign of we're not going to allow games to go on PC because the sole reason is because the Xbox is going to have a PC, and that's the reason. If Xbox didn't have, a PC sort of like hybrid, if you like, I don't think PlayStation would keep their games on PC. The whole is a reaction to the Xbox console, which all gaming should happen. If you're looking at your competitor, your publisher, your competitor is building a console that is going to be allowed somehow play your games, your exclusive games, would take them away. Good move from Sony. Totally good move from Sony from a enclosed sort of like, we want our games, we want our people to be only pay our games on here. I think Xbox, what they'll do, this is, take it with a pinch of salt. This is just an opinion. I think there's a lot of rumours that Gears, the new Gears game, is going back to exclusive. I don't think it'll be fully exclusive. I think it'll be a timed exclusive. And I think you'll get... what have you done, Nuki? We're just talking consoles. It's cool. It's cool. I was just asking an opinion. Oh, it's Steam every day. You are totally right. You're totally right. Definitely, hands down. Hands down. Why would you pay more? Definitely. I don't. I think there's room for both. I think the hybrid console is going to be interesting. The fact that it's going to run multiple storefronts, be able to play games, it's something out of the box, isn't it? And sometimes it takes something out of the box to work. I don't think Xbox are going back to fully exclusives. I know there's a lot of talk about it, but I don't think they are. I think you might see some timed exclusives. The only thing that's a slight question is selling. I think Starfield is going to be a big selling point for them. I think how much that sells on PlayStation, I don't think it will sell well. I don't. I think it'll be of the Doom categories and things like that. I think it'll be a game that sells 300,000 or 400,000 copies, maybe 500,000 copies, and that'll be it. In which case, do you keep it on? Do you keep going with the cross, sort of like allowing your games to go onto the other system for that extra little bit of money that you're possibly harming your own brand for? I don't know. 85 stream streak. I don't. It's good to have Xbox games on PlayStation from a gaming perspective, across the world, to have accessible for everyone to game. That's great. It's brilliant. But from a selling point of view and exclusive people point of view, I don't know. It's just general public. Are people that bothered about exclusives? I don't know if they really are. I really don't. I mean, I'm just your average gamer. It doesn't bother me that an Xbox game is on PlayStation. PlayStation game coming to Xbox wouldn't bother me either, from either side. Do I think there's that much of a difference to say the Xbox one's better than the PlayStation one's, or the PlayStation one's better than the Xbox one, that I'd go out and buy it? Personally not. And I don't know. I like to think I'm more the average sort of gamer rather than the these ones like Colt and a few others that, to name a few, that sing Xbox's praises no matter what. I don't think there's a massive difference. It's too late for Xbox. I think the brand harmed it already. It feels like they spent the last 2 years telling people not to bother buying a console, and they were as rare as rocking a horse poo. You are right. They've harmed their brand, which is why I say something sensational, something out of the box, like a cross hybrid system, maybe is the right way to go. Because if you just go down a standard console route, is where do you go? Where's the trust? Where's the harm? If you go for a console that can play across all the systems, then it'd be the best value in gaming as far as I'm concerned. In what is available to you. But in the easier form for a console player. I mean, the best value in gaming is PC, isn't it? I mean, we can't deny Steam offers some fantastic games and stuff like that at really cheap prices as well. And then obviously other sort of ecosystems and stuff like that offer really good deals as well. GOG and a few others, just Epic. It's going to be interesting. There's no fanboy sort of. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I agree with you. Starfield, I don't think will sell well on PlayStation. I don't. The only game that I generally thought would sell well on PlayStation was Forza, and I thought Sea of Thieves would do well on PlayStation as well. How's Sea of Thieves done on PlayStation? How you doing, bro? How's things? Hope all is well on YouTube. How are you, my friend? For me, it's an interesting sort of discussion. I like to have discussions because they're, PlayStation's, it's got a lot going for it. It's just I am invested on the ecosystem. So for me, on the Xbox side of things, why would I jump ship? Just to play a slightly better version of another game. No, not interested. But that's a point of view, and I think that's a point of view that many will have. But I think there'll be just as many people out there that will want to play on the best system no matter what, and might jack in their games list if you like. I don't know. If it was, you see, thing is, this physical media and is gone, hasn't it? We are all digital now these days. You see, Forza Horizon 5 makes sense, and for that sort of figure, you'd expect to see Forza Horizon 6. I mean, I know you're seeing Forza Horizon 6, but interestingly, again, Forza Horizon 6 is not launching day one. It's at another time. So it's coming. Yeah? Oh, yeah. No, I know. It's not Keris. It's not going to be the best thing. It's an out of this box. It's something that does something different. And with competition and stuff like that, sometimes you need something that's done something different. But until the thing's here, you can't rate anything. You can't say this. You can't say at the moment. It's just a theory, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's just a theory that this thing is going to be fantastic. It might not be. It might run slow as fuck. It might. You know what I mean? See, there you are. I'll be on my sort of slight opinion. I don't think this generation has been the generation of change that a lot of people made it out to be. It would happen. There's things that slightly faster loading times and stuff like that. Would it bother me if I played an excellent game that was out of this world that had loading times? No, it would not bother me. Maybe I'm from a different, adverts don't bother me. So there you go. I'm one there. Adverts don't, they don't really overly bother me. I'm quite I like to think I'm quite a patient person. I like to think that, maybe not always, but in general. So I don't know. I think it's GTA that will be the most proof of a change in generation. It is, but GTA, as fabulous as it's going to be, and it's going to be amazing as it's going to be, it's at the end of a console cycle. So GTA are going to do a new console, and it's come 5 years in. Well, it is. We are talking. I don't know. We are talking new consoles, aren't we? We're talking next year, aren't we? Which is, to me, consoles generally have a 10-year life cycle. New ones come out around about 7 years into a cycle, ish. Which I don't know if it's long enough. I don't know. I don't always think it's warranted. I always think the first few years of console cycle, anyway, you can play just as much the same game on the previous console, and does it look much better to warrant a change of console? Sometimes no, is my opinion. I was a big one of all along. Xbox Series X from an Xbox One X. Was there a difference? Yeah, Was there a massive difference? No. You know, that's my view. You know, some of the games now, you're seeing some of the games now that, you know, wouldn't ever play on an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, if you like. But yeah, it's just going to be interesting. That's what I say. And if you have, Microsoft are looking for a selling point, and if the selling point is Game Pass, then why not expand it and say, but we've not only got Game Pass, but you can play your GOG on here, you can play your Epic, you can play your Steam. You know, that is the selling point, isn't it? At the end of the day. Having said that, I do like what the new the lady in charge is sprouting, what she's saying. But the thing is, she's going to say what you want her to say. That's the thing. Also, I'm not a big, you know, I think old P3, his name's gone. He's retired. His name's gone from me. He really shouldn't retire. Phil Spencer. I'm not the big. Again, he's a spokesman for the company, so he got a lot of flack towards the end about these 4 games. He never said 4 games and 4 games only. He never said 4 games only. Like you know, people sprouted that up. It's the same as when someone says, "Oh, your price has gone up." You know, and that prices are prices. They're not prices forever. They always go up. You know. So when the price goes up, it doesn't surprise. It shouldn't surprise. It really shouldn't surprise. There's too much greed in this world from big companies that don't care about us. And we're talking about not just Xbox here. We're talking about not just PlayStation. We're bringing Nintendo into that bracket as well. They put their prices up every year. They will put their prices up every year. That's what happens. It's life. I hate it. And until there's a big universal, it's not good at all across the board. You know, how dare they? Then, and we sort of put a stop to it, if you like, by not buying stuff. It's not going to change, which is the sad thing. I'm not a big lover of, you know, I'll criticise Xbox when they need criticising. So the price rises that Xbox have had recently are too much. I think they've lost the plot with what they're asking for Game Pass. Having said that, who buys Game Pass at £20 off the month for the dash? The people that generally can't afford to pay the extra to get the. So we're going on to the debate about hitting the poor here, which is, you know, or people with less incomes, which is not fair as well. But that is the world. I've said that long about the world that you know, we shouldn't be making a profit out of people who can afford to pay over 12 months and making a profit on the ones that can't afford to pay over 12 months and they pay the top premium of paying like 20 quid a month and they pay more for it, or at least even a quarter more at times. It's not fair. That's where the world is wrong. It's not fair. If you have money, you have an advantage. That's wrong, fundamentally wrong. If you have money, great, fantastic, whoopie do you, brilliant, really pleased for you. But poor people shouldn't, or people with less fortune shouldn't have to pay for it. You shouldn't have a massive advantage for having money. You should help your poorest in society, help your weak in society, help your disabled in society, help, you know, the people that generally need it in society. So we've touched on that with this as well, with the price rises and that. I don't agree with them at all. There's no justification for it. There really isn't. I know I'm a bloody commie, I know. Sometimes they look at that way of life, though. They look at social life, as being wrong. I don't know, though. Sometimes, as long as it isn't, you know, as long as we are technically talk about David Cameron's "we're all in this together" sort of bollocks, we're not. We're not when you have massive advantages and you get people talk down to you and stuff like that. I've seen the shows. I've seen people don't know how to spend their money wisely. That if you just bought in bulk, if you just did that, if you just cooked fresh and whatever. The fundamental is, I think everyone would if they had the money. It's quite simple as that. People would if they had the money. If they don't have the money, they have no option to buy what they need that week or that month. You know, I'm that way inclined. You know, fine. You know, like I said to you with Game Pass and stuff, don't pay for my Game Pass. So, you know, it doesn't. You know, I could be on the car and say it's absolutely brilliant. It's best thing since sliced bread. I don't agree with the price rises massively. A meal cooked fresh is about 5 times more expensive than a ready-made. There you go. Now, a meal cooked fresh is about 5. Having said that, you keep this is the argument. You keep the ingredients, and you've got the fundamentals. So over time, you build the ingredients, and it becomes cheaper. And it does. It generally does. If you cook from fresh, it does become cheaper in the long haul. But the thing is, you need the outlay in the first place to make it cheaper, and not everyone has that outlay, and that's where it's wrong, you know. And we go full circle back to console. So I don't mind a console trying something different. I loved my Dreamcast. I love my Dreamcast. Absolutely did. It was way ahead of its time. Did something different. Offers something different that we all use today as fundamental. Xbox's pivot, if you like, to a hybrid will lead to a Sony pivot 5 years later or 10 years down the line. I generally believe that. If it's a success, if Sony seem as though some of it, you know, works really well, it'll become the norm in gaming. You know, you can buy ready meal cheaper than you can buy the mince to make one. Well, this is it. This is it, Nuki. This is the argument with. They always go on about these shows that you can if you buy in bulk. If you buy in bulk, everything's cheaper. But in order to buy in bulk, you've got to be able to, you know, 1, store it, 2, have room, you know, big enough cook or whatever, or fridge, refrigerator, freezer, and 2, you've got to have the money in the first place. Everyone would, if everyone, you know, it's like, say you love Coca-Cola or whatever, or yeah, we're going to put it on brand. Say you love Essex Tea, and you want, you know, you love Essex Tea a lot, and you buy it every week or every other month or whatever. The cheapest form would to buy it in bulk. To buy your £25 pack or the 30 quid pack of tea for like year's supply. But as opposed to buying, you know, a box a month or a box or whatever. It'd be cheaper to buy the huge pack, but not everyone can afford to go, well, yeah, it's 25 quid for that. They look at the 4 or 5 quid and I think, I'll do the 4 or 5 quid, I'll buy it next month. It's cheaper. And they spend what they have, they budget what they have. And I just think the whole world is gaslit like that a little bit. Also, once opened, you have to use the ingredients before they go bad. Indeed. Nobody has the time to cook fresh every day. Exactly. What works for some works for others. You shouldn't be penalised. This is the point. You shouldn't be penalised for how you do things. And whether that be because you don't have enough money or you don't have enough storage or stuff like that. And that's my point. So maybe I shouldn't talk on this stream. No, talk away, my friend. I've lost my teddy. He's fallen down. My teddy that I got when I was in hospital. It's staying with me. If it wants to stay with it, it will stay. No, it won't. It doesn't want to move. We'll lose the whole fucking lot in a minute. Stay. Talk away. Honestly, talk away. But we'll get back to the game, shall we? We'll get back to the game. But honestly, I like a good discussion. If you haven't realised by now, I like a good discussion because that's exactly what it is. There's no your opinion is wrong or my opinion is right or anything like that. Everyone is different, and that's the point. And you shouldn't be penalised for being different. You shouldn't be penalised in society for all walks of life for being different. You shouldn't have this straight, this is what you should be and this is what you should do. And life's too different for that. It's better to be individual. It's better to have your own view. But as long as you don't force it down someone's throat, as far as I'm concerned, it's fine. Everyone's allowed an opinion, you know. Really are. Even if, you know, I mean, Christ, if you're a far right person, you're allowed an opinion. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. Just don't push it on someone else, you know. Simple as that. FYI, Starfield is scoring higher than Crimson Desert. You see, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, that is the most ridiculous thing going, as far as I'm concerned. That is absolutely atrocious. No, I don't think to have an opinion. Like I say, I'm not. I'm a lefty. You might have guessed I'm a lefty from from the way that I talk. But I don't, you know. Yeah, the point is, you're allowed an opinion. Just don't force it on someone else. Don't make it, you know. And you know, one person's right. I'm not saying, you know, our right is right. I say don't choose my words there. But I'm just trying to say everyone's entitled to an opinion. There is no right, there is no wrong. Oh, fucking hell, we've gone down the wrong route again. All this talking, and I've gone down the wrong place. You are totally right. You know, there's nothing right about racism. There's nothing right about anything. Oh, fucking, I can't. Why is it telling me to go down this road and I can't fucking go down this road? Can I go round it? Expected a bounce. Yes. So never trust a sat nav. Never trust a sat nav. Sorry, we're really sorry. I can't do anything. There's no way I'm going to turn around. Slow start. Release stop brake. So stuck again. You are right, Nuki. What I'm trying to say is that everyone's a right to an opinion. Just don't shit on something, honestly. That, you know. But you're totally right with that. It's not okay to be far right. It's certainly not. It's not okay to be racist. It's not okay to be far left too. There are some nut lefters as well, but in all means, right. I'd much rather be left any day than right. And that's just my view. And like I say, I'm just me. You know. I'm stuck. I've got to call someone. Can we just reset myself here? That'll be easier. I can't go down that road. Why does it want me to go down that road? I can't. We're just on the other side of the road. Come back. I'm doing this again. There'll be a train now. There'll be a tram. Down we go. Right. Fucking hell. Might get to the right place eventually. We've got to get ourselves back on track. So I've got to turn left here in a second. We'll turn left, back on the game. It's all gone quiet. I can't believe Crimson the Desert is being outscored than Starfield. I really can't. Like I said, there's enough wrong with the game, and I'm in. You know, if I had to score the game in the desert, I am struggling. So I don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe. You know, so scoring is subjective, yeah. And I haven't put my review out yet on Starfield, on Crimson Desert, because I just don't feel that fucking hell, what we do, Dave? Now told me to go down here and go round. Okay. We'll follow the route. See, this is where I struggle with Crimson Desert. When I'm criticising the game and stuff like that, I can criticise Crimson Desert. That's the thing. I can do it. But fundamentally, I still think it's an absolutely amazing game. But if I was criticising Crimson Desert, it would be on the base that some of the controls are, say, clunky. Some of the controls are a little much, if you like, in the control system, how it works. Having said that, how do you expect an RPG to work like that? You know, it's like we're talking about World of Warcraft and stuff like that potentially coming on Xbox. How do they think that would work if you don't put menus within menus? So in that, oh fucking hell, I can't go that way neither. What the fuck is wrong with this sat-nav? Oh god, this sat-nav is actually doing my head in. I've crashed the bus again. He's having a moan at me. Yeah, he's telling me that I'm too at an angle. Where am I at an angle? I'm round a tree. Of course I am. I'm round a tree. Right, we'll bring it down. Take the tree out. Finally come back. We're on a green light. Right, oh my god. Please shoot me now, because now it's telling me I'm going the fucking wrong way again. I only want to get back to this stop. I think we've finally got there. But you know, if you was to list what was wrong with Crimson Desert, Nuki, what would you say? And talk. This is open to everyone who's played Crimson Desert. We're gonna. Oh, shit. Green took me out for a minute. I thought I broke the game. What is wrong with Crimson Desert? If you were being critical of Crimson Desert, just for the sake of being critical, I'm not saying it's not a fantastic game. It's an amazing game. It truly is an amazing game. For me, game of the year. But how would you criticise Crimson Desert? What would be its main flaws? Interested to know people's opinions on that one. You'd help me write my review as well, because I am struggling where to score it, because for me it's a hard one to score, because you've actually put up a very good thing on England in my head. For a minute I was like shocked that Starfield was doing better than Crimson Desert. Now I'm thinking, hang on a second, maybe not. So So my fundamental criticism is it doesn't always explain things very well. It doesn't have to explain everything. It doesn't have to explain everything. It doesn't always explain things very well. Boss fights, for example, are quite hard. Some of the boss fights are awful. It's not easy to see how you defeat them. Yeah. So Crimson Desert would be better if it was exclusive to play, so I read on my shadowy media cloud. It's good. It's... No, in all seriously, Keris, you like the game because it's compelling and whatever, but what do you find wrong about the game? Because honestly, you will help shape my review a little bit, because what you've all said suffice what I agree with. And for me, that makes me, how do I score this game? So I could score it on an opinion piece. I've been sitting here not opening doors. Fucking hell, what's that? Where have I got a door? I've got a door. Make myself late. That's what we're having a nice little conversation here. It's a hard one, you see, because that... Right, so hands down, if I was reviewing Crimson Desert as a what I personally love game, 10 out of 10. For me, it's a 10 out of 10 game. For me personally, you know. But for a review perspective, I would never review a game based on my personal opinion. And there's enough wrong with it to knock it down. And do you knock it down to a 9 out of 10? Does it get everything, you know, more or less, most things right? Or is there still enough to go, hang on a second, does it fall into the 8 bracket? And this is where, you know, hang on a second, what does Starfield do, you know, wrong? You can't compare the two games to start, because it's fundamentally totally different. See, this is where I'm at, Albie. I'm thinking 8 out of 10. So I'm telling you that I think Starfield's a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 game, and I'm telling you Crimson Desert's an 8 out of 10 game. For me personally, 10.
Weinstraße.
But, you know, because I love my Assassin's Creed, and it's like a hybrid of a lot of games for me. And it's all a mishmash of stuff, and it keeps it interesting, flowing. One open world games that I'm still God knows, shit knows how many hours in, and I'm still feeling fresh as a daisy in it, and I still think I'm just scratching the surface of it. But you know, this is where reviewing is a little bit hard. It's subjective. It's an argument sort of.
Hallo, einen Fahrschein bitte.
It's not an easy game to review, that one. Because you don't want to lowball it, because it's amazing. But you don't want it out of this world because it's got fundamental. Not pay by card. It's interesting. I'd like to, you know, see where other, you know, it's an interesting one. Because there's enough about the game. So 10 out of 10 should, in my view, 10 out of 10, if you're ever reviewing a 10 out of 10 game, it should be more or less perfect. It does exactly what the developer wanted it to do. You know, it captures this, it captures that. Fundamentally, it's accessible to most people, and not just one certain playing crowd. I don't know. It's good things being improved on Crimson Desert. Yes, you know. So that's an interesting one. You've set me off down the rabbit hole here, Nuki. Again, done it again. Always talk, though, my friend. Always talk. I say streams are much better when they have conversations in than they are just Dave messing around. Let's be back. Totally interesting.
Einen Fahrschein bitte.
Thank you for your input, Albie. Wait to hear what Carrot's might if she can. Probably need a bigger boat. Maybe. So say you were a professional reviewer now, Nuki. Say you were. Where would you be looking at that game? No, it's certainly not. I don't know. I don't think you get a rage bait from me. I'm not so I almost coffee. It's a low 8 for me. Yeah, there you go. This is so. If we're saying this is where you shocked me initially when you said it's stuff, but then I've had a little take back and had a think about actually they're about the same. So it doesn't shock me actually. If we were talking reviews purposely, turn the wipers on. Thank you. So what I ask here is if you were reviewing Crimson Desert, we've just had the news that from Nuki, who's told us that Starfield is actually performing better review-wise than Crimson Desert. If you had to review Crimson Desert, now at first that shocked me actually because I was thinking Crimson Desert is a better game, hands down. But then I'm looking at it from a review point of view, and I'm thinking, hang on a second, I'd be a bit actually. No, maybe it's an 8 out of 10. You know, it falls into that 8 bracket for me. You know, so does it make Game of the Year? For me, it's Game of the Year. I love it to pieces. I really do. But yeah, see, there you go. So you are. It's not an interesting game. It's a hard game to review because you want to give it a good high score because it's amazing. But at the same time, there's enough about it that it doesn't do right that you wish it did do right. It's not stuff that you can't get past it. That's why I say someone's 7, 8 out of 10 is always going to be someone's 10 out of 10 game. It's always will. It doesn't have to be all singing, all dancing. So I was asking Keris, is where would you, if you were reviewing and having to score Crimson Desert in its current form, where would you review it? What score would you give it and why? Because when I review games, I have to look at all the different elements. I'm never going to go on just a personal gut sort of. This game is 10 out of 10 because it might be for me, but it's like me playing an F1 game. They're really good, but are there things that could be done better? Yeah, you know. the go anywhere and do anything is fantastic, but that's not always enough. And given the fact that the enemies so not respawn once to have finished the game, that replay ability disappears. Sorry, internet went off. That's all right, Keris. Need a refresher? Well, my question was, or what we say, we just learned from Nuki that. Oh no, I don't care for review. You're helping me here. This is where you're helping me. Initially, I was shocked to hear that Starfield is performing better than Crimson Desert, and that literally shocked me for a second. And then I had to think about it, and then I was thinking, actually, where would I put Crimson Desert? Where would I, if I was to have to score it, if you like, where would I put the bracket? Because there's enough about it wrong. And now I'm thinking, actually, it doesn't shock me that Starfield is scoring slightly higher than Crimson Desert, or is about on par. It doesn't, because the initial was like, what? And it's like, so as I say, you don't care for reviews or what wins. Oh no, definitely there's no what wins. There's no reviews. It's just I don't think, one, you can't obviously compare the two games, but if you had to score them, it does shock me as a statement that Starfield is performing better than Crimson Desert in terms of a Metacritic review or anything like that. But thinking about it, it doesn't shock me. They're about the same. It's an 8 out of 10 game for me. It's weird. So honestly, thank you, Nuki, for the comment, because it's made me think, and it's made me. You will help shape my score on this, because you've just confirmed to me what I'm already going to score the game, and it has helped massively. You read the BGS too. Oh, don't. And Perlovich doesn't have that going for it. Baldur's Gate. Honestly, that review made me laugh my head off when they compared it to Baldur's Gate. Really did. Reviews are a guideline. There'll always be a guideline. They're pinch of salt, but like I say, I personally try and be honest. Not my own gut feelings. I can't tell you all to play bus games, can I? And not all of you going to play bus games. Let's be honest. It's going to bore the shit out of some people playing it. It really will. Oh, Bethesda. Oh, for a minute I thought she read the Baldur's Gate. Fucking hell. Bethesda they've earned a reputation, and I don't see where the Bethesda have earned their reputation. Because a lot of their games are, they would say, broken. That's fucking much better. Everyone loves a Bethesda game.
Mollstraße, Otto-Braun-Straße.
Again, it's a hard one, isn't it? I say I like discussion. I like discussion with valid points, and everyone's welcome. Skyrim, yeah, it's something about a Bethesda game. Fallout, they're staple games. Skyrim, Fallout, Oblivion, they are staple games that everyone loves. But if we truly be honest, you look at them, there's a lot about them that are wrong as well. It's
Abend. Ich hätte gerne
these
einen
games should
Fahrschein.
score 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10s, and then, to be honest, they're all 8 out of 10. If I'm honest, if you were scoring them, not personally, because like I say, I love Skyrim, but AB single. They're widely adored.
Guten Abend. Ich benötige
Kind of
ein
my
Ticket.
point in life. There are things that just people get away with because they're such and such, and they're such and such. That shouldn't be the case. we shouldn't get, you know. I think the biggest one in life, and we're going to go into something that really, I don't know, it's completely irrelevant to gaming, but we're going to go there anyway, because I like to do these sort of things. They're widely adored, so they get away with things, and that is life, isn't it? And us men, and here we go. I'm not going to hopefully piss people off here. Certainly not men. But honestly, we all know a dickhead. We all know a friend that we would let get away with stuff that we really, really shouldn't. And can we stop if we know someone that, and then put them in their place and teach them right and wrong, please? Because the lovely women out there do have a rough end of the deal when it comes to men. They shouldn't put up with that, with what they put up with. We're going full serious here. Sorry. There are a lot of women out there that, if you've got I don't know what the statistic is, but it's extremely high for a woman to have experienced sexual assault by a man. And we all, at some point in our lives, have known someone that does things inappropriately that shouldn't do, and we let them get away with it a little bit because they're our friend, because they're our best friend, or we need to put them in their place. We really, really do. As society, that's how we improve the outlook on men, so to speak. It's not all men. Yeah, it's no one's ever saying it's not all men. You know, it's all men, so to speak. But in general, how's a woman to judge in life? You know. There you go. Seriousness now. Serious message, because it came up and it was relevant. There are a lot of things in life that we let things get away. You're not a good enough friend if you let them get away with it. Now, in general, you're right. You're not a good enough friend if you let them get away with it. You're not. You should be, willing to put them in your place. You've got to tell them right from wrong. You put your arm around a friend and say, "Look, that's not acceptable. What you're doing is not acceptable." You wouldn't want it happening to your daughter, would you? You wouldn't want it happening to your cousin. You wouldn't want it happening to your wife, your aunt, however we go. You don't have a shitty friend. You don't have, bless you, Keris. You do have friends. Stop telling us you don't have friends. You do. You really do. You really do. Honestly. There's a few in here just right this second, so don't tell us you don't have friends. Just come out, hang out with us a bit more on a Thursday night or a Monday night. Honestly, you're always welcome. You really are. Right, serious talk done, because I felt that kind of come round, that we, that was needed a little bit. It come full circle. Let's go back to the games. Here, how's Johnny? Johnny comes in. We're a little bit serious there, Johnny, but we come out of it. Lovely indeed. If I lived in Germany, I'd be around all the time with game nights. There you go, exactly. We've got all friends. They just give me loads of money. I've got to pick it up. We'll pay me the right cash. I'm going to pick it up. Yeah, Keris's friend enters the room. Exactly. We can't have Keris thinking that she doesn't have friends. She does. And I'm sorry, in today's day and age, you don't need real life in person, sort of someone there. If you have someone at the end of a message, or someone that you can literally hop online with and play games. We're going to hit someone. Shit. Mon, how you doing? Morning, Bus World. How are you, my friend? How's things? I'm gonna put the question to Mon here about Crimson Desert. Have you played Starfield, Mon? I say this is all for research purposes and reviews. I say this is a genuine question.
Guten Abend. Kann ich bitte ein Ticket haben?
Sarah, how are you? What's she want? She wants Berlin AB single ticket.
Vielen Dank.
Let's need another weekend. I have played Starfield on launch and it was about 45 minutes. Okay. So this I would cook for you, bless you. Kanuki. Then I never touched it again until I modded the hell out of it, and then I tried it again 4 hours. Okay. So, would it surprise you if I told you that Starfield is performing better, metacritically, than Crimson Desert? So initially that shocked me, but then I'm having a good think about it. So if I was telling you, if I was to ask you, this is for research purposes, just because it helped me with my review on Crimson Desert, it really would. What is wrong with fucking hell? I've been hit from behind. Who the fuck hit me? As you said, that someone joined my game. It sent me flying. Another bus. Fucking hell. Right, good thing we're going straight on. But it's me that usually does that sort of thing. So what I was saying, Mon, is what is wrong with Crimson Desert? If you were being objective to the game, which I'm sure you absolutely love the game to bits, just like we all do. If you're being subjective, what is wrong with the game? Because what shocked me is actually, in now thinking about it and hearing everyone else's bits and pieces about it, and it doesn't shock me, and I'm okay with what I consider my score for Crimson Desert, if you like, what I would put for Crimson Desert. I'm going for an 8 out of 10, maybe an 8.5 out of 10 game on Crimson Desert. That's where I'm at. Red light ship. I'll get through it quickly. Not through that one though. I could have probably got through that one actually. I bottled it. Just hopefully I'm not bottling it like the good old Arsenal. Hope they don't bottle it. So it's an interesting discussion. What is wrong with Crimson Desert? For everything it does really well. Controls, comrades, lack of focus on the story, lack of depth to combat. So, for a game that you've sunk hundreds and hundreds of hours in, where would you score the game? If you had to, and I know scoring is subjective, but taking all personal opinions aside, personal love for the game aside, where does it score out of 10? Oh, green. 9 out of 10. Most of it could be fixed within 6 months. It's a fair argument. So, in its current state and form, it's had a few fixes, it's had its bits and pieces. So, in its current state, for me, in its current state, I'm looking at an 8 out of 10, and I'm glad to hear that Albie kind of agreed with me, and I'm glad to hear Nuki kind of agreed with me, because it just helps me, because I felt dirty giving it an 8 out of 10. Because it's absolutely an amazing game, and I felt I was underscoring it because it's amazing. Yeah, but I felt bad because I love the game to bits, and for me, I know it's a game that I'm going to put a couple of 100 hours in easy, no problem. It's different. Hey Danny, how you doing? How's things? You're not regretting your bus purchase? I know you bought the bus. You're loving it. You like the simulators? So this is exactly where I gave Starfield an 8 out of 10. Sort of 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. And now I'm feeling bad because I'm looking at Starfield and I don't look at them in the same way, and I think Crimson Desert is a much better game, but I'm like, shit, I'm in that bracket too. It's like, and now I'm not so surprised that Starfield, across the board gets an 8 out of 10, But for you, 5 out of 10. Yeah. Morning. Sorry, I missed your company. Danny, I hope you're well, Danny. I'm good. Yeah, it looks like nice. There you go. She's liking the bus. Why not, eh? We'll let people on the bus. Shut doors. You will get a different game stream at some point, I promise. I'm just, like I said, a little bit behind with some stuff with reviews. I'm not getting as much because it's been half term and that the kids are at home. I've not had any review time, if you like, in terms of game time or anything like that, outside my normal sort of stuff. So basically, review games are becoming stream games at the moment. So need to get back. The only game that I'm allowed that I can play with ease, should we say, is Crimson Desert, because I don't like to bore the wife with games. You know, as simple as that. I don't. She loves gaming as well, but there's got to be time for family time. There's got to be time for unwinding time. There's got to be time for film nights and stuff like that. And glasses of wine with the missus and that sort of thing. So I tend to sort of like do my review times on streams lately. So we've had Crimson Desert. We've been playing quite a bit on stream, but that is one game that I can play with the missus because she absolutely adores it herself, and she's intrigued where it goes, the exploration and stuff. It does it a lot really well. Oh shit! Hit something. So can I ask for a public opinion? What do you do when an unknown child joins an Easter egg hunt with your family? What do you do? Interesting. That is an interesting one, actually. I don't know what you do. Give them an egg. Make sure they find the egg no one likes. Yeah. Give them an egg. Always have a spare egg up your sleeve. I do. But spray it with a hose. It depends how old is the child. It does. I like to spray it with a child. It depends. Seriously, it depends on how old the child is. I like to have spare eggs up my, usually bury them. They were 6. Okay. So young'un. And how random were they? Were they a neighbour? Well, going for context here. Or just some random person that come around. Was their mum and dad around? It's interesting. Like I say, we can chat about anything on stream, and that's the beauty of this stream. For me, it depends how the child would act. I would like to think, and I do usually have a spare egg or two, because I usually forget someone, so I tend to have a few extra just in case I've forgotten someone. If when they're nice and friendly or annoying, then this kid walks into the area with his dog. Oh, it's a feral kid. Oh, fuck it, leave him. Don't bother. I was going to say, if it's just a generally it sneakily tries to steal one of the eggs and rush off. Oh, definitely. No, shoot them. Not shoot them literally, but yeah, no, just no. Yeah, no, they take it back off them, and if the parents aren't there, just take it off them. If they're literally trying to spoil it for people, then because you can get some mouthy 5 or 6 year olds as well. I like to think as all 5 or 6 year olds are nice, but we live by a school, and I got told to fuck off by a 4-year-old a few days ago. So I know some of the kids can be quite little shits as well. It's like language. I would never thought a 4-year-old would tell someone to fuck off, not an adult, but they did. They told me to fuck off. Which is so maybe no Easter at home. If they're like I say, if they're on their own and they were just running with it, and the way that they behaved, they were just literally trying to sneak away. If they were just joining in, then I would be inclined to just let them have one.
Ich hätte gern einen Fahrschein.
The way that
Kann ich das mit meinem Handy bezahlen?
They could get their own. It's context, isn't it, at the end of the day? Yeah, no. They told me to fuck off. I'd be like, come to the candy come. But the thing is, you can't say too much back to a 4-year-old. You know.
Danke.
Correct, Danny. I donated 250 Easter eggs to children in care. It's context at the end of the day. If they're without need, but if they're just being cheeky on the field, it's a hard one because no one wants to take anything away from a 5-year-old anyway, or 4, or 6-year-old. I wouldn't want to do that anyway. but you can get some right cheeky so-and-so, so it's context at the end of the day, I think. If they were genuinely just, playing around, I mean, the parents must have been somewhere, surely. I say that as someone that would never have done that sort of thing at sort of 6 or whatever. I probably would have done, But that's absolutely amazing, Johnny. You give 250 eggs away. It's again, how would you approach the parents? That's the thing. I like. I love it when a kid knocks on my door. Well, when they were younger, it doesn't happen anymore. But if I have a parent on my door saying your child would never do a thing like your child did this, your child did that, and I actually shock them when I'm not my child would never do a thing like that, because children make mistakes and stuff like that. They really do. And they have to learn and live from them. So actions have consequences. If you always end up with someone's got your back all the time, then that's how you have it. How do you approach horizontally in there first thing to the face, playing too much? If they would ask nicely or say that they don't get anything at home, it would be different from doing it secretly and give such an answer. When you say something about it, it's interesting, isn't it? How one would react, isn't it? Again, everything has context. Everything has, but I generally have Easter eggs put aside because I always forget someone. So if I don't forget someone, they get eaten at some point. Every next Easter egg hunt, dress up as Jimmy's. I probably wouldn't scare them if they were 5 or 6, Johnny. You probably wouldn't scare them. Might scare the adults. No, it's that's an interesting one. I let him have the egg despite thinking I was going to get it back. That was a moment of kindness in my heart, and that's the last of it now. Yes, there you go. That is the kind of the right reaction, but yeah, I know what you're sort of thinking. Nice little discussion. Always good for a little thing. Like, anyone else want to share an experience? What would you do in this situation? I think, like you said, you kind of have to give the egg regardless, but you kind of want to not in some respects. But good on you, Mon. Good on you. Pulling in. Some more passengers to pick up on our route. Was the bike getting stole anyway? You gotta go. Nuki's off. All the best, Nuki. Thank you for your input this morning. Honestly, thank you. Don't ever say that you should have kept quiet, please. Honestly, always talk. Opinions are valid and all that lot. I feel I'm generous and kind of with kids in real life. Oh, we're turning. And not this. Oh, God. Scratch Goblin. What? I've only seen half it and not this online persona. I'm much more when someone is kind of back or appreciative of my generosity. Some chavvy little. I've created some chavvy little oik crutch goblin would get a stern look and told to piss off with his little concrete, so he gets the egg but doesn't get to join in. More if he's a shit. Right, that also happening so much with children. Here last week, 3 out of 4 fight with stabbing. Oh my God, house and explosion and stuff. Oh no, not good, Miss Danny. Not good. Not good. May I ask roughly where that is as an area so I can avoid it? Fuck hell. Oh shit. That's not good. Don't know if it's going to rain or not. It's going to rain. See a few little spots on my screen. Don't want it to rain. I've not long turned the screen wipers off. You're in the Netherlands. Oh. Not good. Not good to hear. I always thought the Netherlands was a peaceful country. Very friendly people over in Holland. Met some lovely people. Here's another... Oh, fucking hell. Another discussion for you. Similar on... Well, sort of slightly related. What would you consider the most friendliest nation that you've ever sort of experienced in terms of, say, someone's kindness or general people's kindness? Austria? Last few years, eh? Austria and Greece. It's interesting to see people's opinions. Some people say Dublin. I've never been to Dublin, so I can't say. But I always find that Canadians in general are quite friendly. And the Scottish, you go to a...
Hi, ich brauche einen Fahrschein.
Not the main Glasgow or whatever, but if you go to a more of a town or a village in Scotland, they're very, very, very welcoming and friendly. Can't say the same in the UK, well, in England for that sort of thing. Because they're not all friendly. Sometimes they look at you as though you don't belong. Countryside areas don't have to put shit. I just find Scottish people generally are quite friendly. Berlin AB 24-hour ticket. Did I press the right thing? I might have done. Oh, receipt was requested. Fucking hell. Go back. Right, Berlin AB, print receipt, 24-hour ticket. She wants a... They always catch me out when they want a receipt. Take your receipt. Come on, we can get going. But I just said that the Dutch are quite friendly as well. I always find Germans quite friendly as well. Not the French. That's not to say that you lovely French people, anyone that's watching that, aren't lovely. Yeah, it's different when people get to know you. Yeah, definitely. But I'm on about sort of the most welcoming sort of place you've been, out of the blue, sort of thing. Where people generally, you're a newcomer in the area, and people are generally quite welcoming and friendly. That's nice, interesting. Here, everyone is social and talk to everyone, but it's a bit shy or something. Yeah, I get that. Austria is nice. I like the Netherlands too. Yeah. I'm quite fond of the Netherlands. Met some lovely people from Holland. Really have. I can understand why the French aren't as friendly. We expect them to speak English in there. Us Brits, honestly, the British, we have a lot to answer for. We go over to Spain and conquer the area, don't we? In Spain, and expect everyone to speak our language, and it shouldn't be the case, should it? We're quick to, as a society, if you like, or at least certain people in the society, are quick to tell people to talk our language or bugger off. Basically, it's just wrong, isn't it? In Germany, you can't speak too much because you're PTSD and abusive work. I still find German is a little shouty and aggressive.
Ich brauche einen Fahrschein. Was kostet
it is
das?
very shouty. German, as they're not always some of the things that they say, like bitter and that, which is please, it doesn't come across as a friendly word, but obviously these are friendly word. It's
Guten Abend. Eine Fahrkarte bitte. Wie viel
I'll tell you a
kostet
language
das?
in a second, what sounds really strict. If you've ever heard, say about Greek being friendly, have you ever heard two people from Greece really have a good old chinwag with each other, and actually it to be quite quiet? It's never quiet. I would like this bitter. It doesn't sound friendly, does it? But the words are friendly. I mean, I like to think, if I say ask for someone, I say please, it sounds friendly. I don't know. But my mum was from Cyprus, so my mum came over to the UK at a very, very young age. I think she was like 1 when she came over to the UK, or 2 when she comes to the UK. And my Greek nan is a proper Greek nan. So if you ever seen my Greek wedding, or whatever, my Greek whatever it's called, if you ever seen that and you see the Greek nan on there, that is my nan, or was my nan, because she's not here anyway. Bless her. That was my nan. She would fit that role perfectly, and they are all like that. They are all very controlling and very, you fit in with them. That is how they are. But they are welcoming people, very welcoming people. But you must fit into the way of life. It's similar to what Mon's saying in terms of we expect people to come over and speak that language, and then not the other way. I want to go out time Norway and Sweden. Cyprus, but I would say Greek Cypriot. Yeah, that's my mum was Cypriot, so I've got half Greek flowing through me. I can't speak a word of it. I can't. My mum to my nan though, they have a good old chinwag all the time. They used to in Greek, and they sounded really, really cross with each other. They really did. Never were. It's just the way they talk. When they talk, everything is really loud and shouty. But they have got a lot of time for breakfast. Kids are up. See you all laters. Indeed, we are nearly at 9 o'clock, aren't we? How the gypsy use kids. See you later, Keris. You take care. Thank you for the chats. Ads. Sorry. Sorry. Have a nice breakfast. It's been nice having a nice little chat this morning, a nice little discussion. It's not just all bus, although we love the bus. We are close to that time. It's good that Johnny's come in as well. I need to have a look and see what we're playing on Thursday. Last time I checked, we were playing Titanfall this Thursday. So if anyone wants to come and join us, 2030 BST. Better still, join the complete Xbox Discord, and you'll see exactly what we're playing. You'll even have a say in what we're playing. But I do like a daft stream, as you'll know, and I do like a serious stream as well. I do like conversations flowing and stuff like that. It's good to have a nice conversation first. And like I say, I'm kind of like an open book. If anyone wants to have a nice little chit chat about anything, politics, we edge on politics, because I do agree that everyone's entitled to an opinion. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. Just as long as you're not racist, as simple as that, or homophobic. That's where we draw the line. Always interested in life. Oh, very much so. Culture and stuff like that. Like I say, I'm very, very, very big on history, me. I like my history. I like my geography. I like all that sort of thing. Like a bit of science as well. I'm thoroughly invested in the Artemis as well. Seeing what's going on there. Johnny's been sending me some live shots. Via WhatsApp. Didn't know they had a tobacco shop on Mars or on the moon already.
Poststadion.
Go see the pyramids. Oh, yeah, I would love to see the pyramids. My uncle's been to pyramids loads of times. Sent to quite a few holidays to Egypt in that way. But as I've got older, I feel that I'm more interested in that. As I was younger, I was not interested in those sort of things at all. Always interested in history, but not some of the stuff. So, like, I'm a National Trust member now, we're in British Heritage. And if you'd asked me sort of 5 years ago or 10 years ago, if I'd have been that way inclined, I'd have said no. But I absolutely adore it. Culture is such a wonderful thing. You hated it when you were at school, but now, yeah. I think sometimes you go through patterns in life where things capture you and things become more interesting to you. Sometimes when we're younger, we are so wrapped up in ourselves that we don't look at other things. And I think you get to a certain age where that unlocks. It's also the same where you get to a certain age where you don't tend to care about what people think as well anymore. So if I was being honest, sort of, I don't know how long I've been streaming, but 10 years ago, the National Trust insulted me years ago. Oh, how did they insult you? With the amount how much they charge in the cafes. I'd agree with you if it was that price. Good hell. I've got to put the windscreen wipers on. Near the end of the route. I don't know if we're near the end of the route or not.
Perleberger Brücke.
I have a lot of time for just chilling these days, and it's part of what I would absolutely love. Obviously, I would never own one, and I would absolutely love to, but 5 spinal operations and stuff like that would put paid to any dreams of sort of owning a boat properly and living on a boat. I would absolutely, if I was in good health or whatever, there weren't nothing wrong with me and stuff like that, I would absolutely love to do what Robbie Cummings does and sail the canals and do that sort of thing and live on a boat. I really would. Wife would too as well. Wife kind of likes that way of life. That's why we like Norfolk Broads and our holiday away on the boat. ABC, simple ticket. I'll read that in a minute, Mark. I'm just going to take his money. Just pause and I'm already behind time. Oh, got to give him his money back.
Vielen Dank. Ich benötige einen Fahrschein.
It's a 24-hour ABC.
Was kostet das?
How much does it cost? The $8.60 back. Oh, it's another one as well. But I am going to read back these, Mon. I will, I promise. Single ticket, cash.
Danke.
Hoover it all up, shut the doors, pull out, indicate out there. And then I'm going to scroll back and listen to what you have just said, or at least you read what you've just said, because we are coming towards the end of the stream. But so National Trust insulted me years ago. I went to visit somewhere and they asked me how old I was, then told me I couldn't have a young person's discount. I was 29 at the time. First time I felt old, but it's more common these days. Yeah, young persons is 25. You have young persons up to 25, so you felt old when you were told that. And there's also a sharp difference in price as well. So off the top of my head, National Trust for a young person is about £45 a year, off the top of my head. And for an adult, is in its 80s to 90s, I believe. I don't know. We do the family, so me and my wife and the 2 youngest. But young persons is sort of, I think it's about 45 quid off the top of my head for 25. But I say my oldest is a member as young persons. Lovely places. Bring your own food. That's all I say. Bring your own food, because that cafe has got more expensive over the years. I swear, just 2 sandwiches, a drink, and maybe something else. It bloody cost you about 20 quid. It's got a little bit pricey. The cafes, it really has. It was the way they withdrew the offer for the discount here in my age. Oh, discount hearing. Oh, okay. Oh, well, when they heard your age, yeah. Lucky if you get it for under 30. Yeah, it's. I think when you go into a National Trust place as well, depending on where they are as well, some of them charge more than others. So I can't remember what. Like I said, I haven't bought a standard ticket. The first time we went, we joined because it made sense because me and my wife knew that we'd go to a few more, so it made sense to join for us too. And like I say, haven't looked back. Love the National Trust in terms of the areas and stuff. There's not much I can do physically in that, but absolutely love the National Trust. And like I said, I would love to do what Robbie Cummins does. And anyone that doesn't know that knows that some people know on this stream that I highly recommend Robbie Cummins' The Canal Boat Diaries, just for a nice chill out show. Amazing show, honestly, for a chill out sort of with a cup of tea. It's about half hour long, and the thing is with Robbie Cummins, you can actually interact with him really online as well, and he will write back. He's a genuine top bloke. Don't know how he does it. Live on a boat. He's been 10 years plus on a canals now, living on a boat. It's a lifestyle, isn't it? It's a way of choice. I would love to do it, but like I say, I don't think I'm well enough or fit enough or anything. I don't think I ever will be to do anything like that. Would be a dream. I mean, I could chug along on the drive the boat, I suppose. Imagine I could get the kids and then be like constantly, this is our life now, all on this boat. You've got to do all the roping and whatever, all the hard work, and I just sit here and drive. That I could do. Yeah, that I could do, and it's something that we do on the Norfolk Broads as well, where we take the boat for a week, and I like to drive the boat, and I can't do the ropes and stuff like that because I say physically all the spinal operations and stuff like that, I'm not well enough and fit enough to do all that sort of stuff. As much as I would love to do it, we would kill each other. There's a pattern. You've got the pattern, Mon. I like a nice conversation and a nice little chit chat. And I play obviously other games, as you see me play Crimson Desert. I play a lot of other games as well. But when it comes to streaming, for me, I like to have a chat. I like to engage with, and I like to hopefully you feel welcome and that you'll come back and you'll get to know each other and become a family, and that's the idea behind it all. I'm quite honest and open with my life and in general, so we can have a little chat about anything. That's the thing, and and I hope to remain that. If we grow a little bit, absolutely fantastic. Everyone likes to grow their channel a little bit; they really, really do. But I will always play games that provide an opportunity to. You're right, Mon. I like to play games where you can stop and have a nice little chat, and sometimes the fully focused games you can't really do that. And even I've paused it now, but I don't really need to pause the game to have a nice little chit chat. With this sort of thing, kind of like Sea of Thieves for that matter. The reason I don't play Sea of Thieves so much is because obviously in the mornings when the kids are at school and stuff, I do need that little pause here and then. I'm always terrified someone's going to come and sink my boat while I have a nice little chit chat, and I put it on pause for a minute or two. So that game is kind of like I could play it, but I'd have to play it on my own, and I'd have to really park up somewhere. And in the mornings, we've done Sea of Thieves. Played Sea of Thieves a few times with Albie, and done it on the Thursday nights. I love the game to bits, really do. Used to host a Sea of Thieves pirate show that we did Morning to the Hand. Did you see the hand? Yeah, I don't know if she deliberately. I think she tried to not get the hand in screen, but she might have done. You don't have to say sorry. Johnny would appreciate the hand. Would appreciate the hand. She's like, no. Now you've pointed it out. Not a chance now. But you're right. My time has come. The hand is here. Hand shy, very much. This is something that I've always done on stream. I'm quite chatty and open on stream, but I don't want my kids on camera, and my wife doesn't want to be in camera. She really doesn't want to be in earshot of the camera. She's quite relieved that none of you actually hear her voice, because often she does talk, and she'll talk to me quietly, and she's always terrified it's going to come through on stream. But yeah, the noise cancelling works quite well on that one. It sort of picks up my voice and my voice only, which is good. I think you do hear the middle lad who's quite cheeky, Chappie, who will certainly, do we say, take the piss a slightly bit occasionally, but they all think, in general, they've all got used to me streaming over the years and doing it. He can be a bit savage, the middle one, while I'm on stream. But he's also done what Johnny's daughter did the other day, where we played. He's definitely had some inspiration for the AI video. I've done the Rocket League similar to what you did when I did a Rocket League game where I started playing for like literally 5-10 minutes, and then all of a sudden I got better and I let him play the whole night, and I just carried on chatting away. So you made me laugh. You did when your daughter was doing that. You confessed at the end it was your daughter the whole time. Let her know. She can always shout if she wants a game with us any other night. You know, you can have a nice little chit chat. We have a family night. She can play Rainbow Six. We could do that again one night. Right, let's get to the end of this. I don't know if we're going to get to the end of the route. Oh, we're in a bus lane now. Oh, a bike lane even. It's terrible of me. Terrible. But we are coming towards the end of the stream. This is something that we do it from 6 to 9 o'clock, don't we? Every morning, or at least we try every morning. It's down for every morning. There may be an occasion when I can't quite do it. I need some sleep. That may be coming very shortly, because I'm now getting to the alarm. I wasn't getting to the alarm beforehand, and now the alarm is starting to ring. When I say, I always had this thing, I was always up at 5 anyway, no matter what. Which is why the streams got earlier and earlier. And you often catch me on about 5:30, 20 to 6. Even though I say I'm going to stream from 6. But I'm actually needing the alarm now. My girlfriend was asking the other day, why are you watching a guy driving a bus? Because it's more than just someone driving a bus, isn't it? And to be sure, you are entertaining. I try to be. I don't take things seriously. That's the thing. I don't try to take things seriously, and I like to provide a friendly face and a friendly voice. And if I can make one person smile first thing in the morning, as far as I'm concerned, I've done what I always intended to do with streaming. It's never been, oh, I want to be the big streamer, I want to make a living from it, or Christ, I don't even do it properly. All these things that you can press I this, I that, they don't work on my streams, and I wouldn't know how to do it. It's simple as that. I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm just
Hi, ein Fahrschein bitte. Bitte mit Quittung.
Right, bus ticket. Do you know what would be a boring stream for me is if I was fully focused on the game. I don't think I could multitask. This I've got enough time to multitask. Oh, fucking receipt was... what's a receipt? Print a receipt. Go on then. But it's strange, I don't... You know, I played Fernbus sort of several years ago when it first came out. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't fully invested in it. I think as I've got older as well, these sort of games fit. They fit the stream as well. To be fair, morning and the morning stream, just general chit chat, pause it, nothing too heavy. I've just woke up, it works. Take care, Johnny. Awesome, my friend. Awesome. See you later, buddy. Don't forget to WhatsApp anytime you feel like it. Right, I suppose we better call it here. I'm trying to think how long I've got left on this. We've still got a while yet. So I think I am going to have to call it here, guys. I am really grateful for you all coming in. I really am. And like I say, we'll do this every morning to try and provide a friendly face and a friendly voice first thing in the morning. Be absolutely lovely if you are watching and you don't already follow. If you could hit that follow button, it means you might come back It's more than a bus stream. It's more than a taxi stream or whatever it is that I'm playing. It really is. It's a chance to have a nice little chat with anyone that wants to have a nice little chat. And if you don't, then you get me rambling on and talking about some history, Essex facts and Essex ghost stories and that sort of thing, which was what we do as well, if it's relatively quiet. Like I say, I'm here for you first thing in the morning. I want to say every morning, but there will come a morning when I'm not. I know that will happen, but, that's life. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make good choices. Bailey Sarian there. Anyone watch Bailey Sarian? Make good choices. That's where that comes from. And then we're going to go Shin-a-chin, 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 Shin-a-chin. There's another Bailey Sarian. If you're wondering who Bailey Sarian is, just right at the end, she is someone that my wife watches, that I actually watch. Actually, she's quite entertaining. Again, why would you want to watch someone putting their makeup on? She makes it entertaining. She tells you stories. She tells you history stories. She tells you, they would say, ghost stories. She talks about crime, true crime stuff. Makes it very, very interesting. She really does. It's a good watch, honestly. So anyone, check her out, Bailey Sarian. Bailey Sarian, honestly, she does a couple of them. She does the one where she does a Monday Makeup Monday or something, where she talks about a true crime story while she's putting up on her makeup on, and she really goes into depth. I watched her right from the start when she was really not as huge as she is now. She's kind of huge now. We're talking millions of people that watch her. And then she does another one. What does this dark history? There's a dark history where she sits down and she just talks about dark history and usually one or two stories. Yeah, she talks to you like you're kind of like your best friend, which is, dare I say, or a really good friend. It's something that I watch and I've tried to replicate a little bit. And it's what my wife's saying that's what you're like, so that's why you like it. Like, I try to provide this on stream, shall we say, first thing in the morning, every morning. It's just a place where someone can come and have a nice little chit chat. Obviously, I'm not talking a full blown story or whatever, anything like that. But when we have some interaction, but no, she is a good watch, honestly. Bailey Sarian, really good watch, honestly. Check her out. Your girlfriend might have heard of her. I don't know, because she is. You might know her by the face. She's quite big in terms of things, but that's where we're going to leave it. There's a recommendation there. Go and watch Bailey Sarian. Tell her Essex Tea Dave sent you. She'll know who I am. Not, Wish you all the best. What? Oh yeah. I should also recommend Robbie Cummings as well, because someone that maybe if you did say Essex Tea Dave, he might know who you're on about. Maybe small might know. I do interact with him occasionally. He might recognise the Essex Tea Dave or the Mr. Copper. But have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's to have goal for the day is to advertise your stream to random people. That would be absolutely brilliant, because I would love some more followers in there just to do what we do. I would always do what we do, where we just have a nice little chit chat, and the game always comes second. That's why it's a bus game. That's why it's something else. It's not. I love the bus. I really do. I love the game, but it's always a game that I can sort of break down and just have a nice little chat with. Anyway, got to go. Rambling. All the best. See yous. Laters. Bye.